Hi, everybody. We're playing a game, and by everybody I mean you folk here in the Discord and anybody who happens to be out there. How you doing?
Well, it
Um,
still says we're Candlekeep Warbler Brothers.
God bless it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing yet. Uh, all right.
Ah,
I changed this when we played Warbler Brothers when I accidentally streamed Warbler Brothers. Edit. Here we go. Against the Giants. All right. Now it's correct. Okay.
Hey, and Dawson's here. Told you.
Hey,
hey!
how you doing? Um, so we're having some technical difficulties. Robespierre, aka Winston, is having internet issues in the new house, and we've got a special guest and all kinds of stuff. New overlay that didn't quite work out, so we're just figuring shit out. Okay, so where we left off with the last game is you guys were flying in an airship heading towards the capital of Keeland of Neil Dra, and as you were flying over, you saw the city of um, God, I'm blank.
Sage.
Yep, thank you. Of Woodsage, just in tatters and ruins. There's smoke coming up from it. When you land and you talk to the captain of the guard there, she informs you that basically for the last 4 days, every hour or so, uh, boulettes and ankegs have been bursting through and ransacking the town. They defeat them and they get a little bit of a rest and another hour. And it's almost on the hour that they're popping up in this town, and it's fraying the nerves of people. Many people are dead. They're not just stressed; they're dead. And uh, uh, their their uh, their resources have been completely depleted. You guys started helping out, taking on an Ankeg and a Boulette that burst out just as the conversation began, and saw and heard from the west, which is the northwest actually, the sounds of uh, a larger creature coming through. And as you prepared to fight it, Elva goes underground, and right as not Elva, Vela. So almost
Different person, same letters.
very anagrammic. Uh, but Vela goes underground and a purple worm explodes out from the city streets, creating a massive hole. Uh, but help is on the way. You guys don't know it just yet, but an old friend also saw the destruction of Woodsage coming from the southwest and heading north. Uh, Cora has been wandering on a mission of her own. And Cora, I'm going to make you visible here. And tell me if you can see that. Just put you into the combat. There we go. And I'll ping you.
I can see me.
There you go. All right. So I'm going to actually start with giving Cora a free action. What you see here is holes and destruction. The gate has been completely trashed up here in front of you. This wall is about 30 feet tall. We're just jumping right into the action, folks. Sorry. Oh, and you
So
Uh,
is it
Fucking
Cora?
around.
Is it Cora's turn in initiative then?
I'm going to give her a free move, and then we'll roll her in.
so I'm just right in front of a gate.
You're like, what, about 150? You are 80 feet away from the gate, and you are 15 feet from a wall that's 30 feet tall. And Winston,
And
I'm just wondering if you can hear us or not. You don't. He's typing. Okay, I just wanted to see if I'm going to try Foundry my connection.
Yeah, I can hear.
Oh, you can hear us? Okay, great.
Yeah, sorry, I'm keeping muted because the kids and everything.
No, you're fine. Just wanted to. I'm checking on the to see when you're typing too. Okay.
Where is Cora? I can't find Cora on the map.
All the way to the west side,
Bottom left.
left hand bottom side. This map is way bigger than I thought it was.
Got it.
I will take my my full action and dash to get to where I thought I heard Robespierre.
Okay, that would be here. Can you see my ping?
Mm, yeah, so kind of diagonal.
Yeah, so you could climb up that wall. I mean, monkey style, I guess. Not monkey, but monk-y.
Monkish.
Yeah, shock that monkey.
Shock the
That funky
monkey.
monkey.
I'm just trying to, again, working with a dinosaur just to give myself. All right. Here we go. All right, so I will take 5,
I'll be right back.
10, 15, 20, 25.
Now you can see all the way through here. You see this giant purple worm. Here's your friend Robespierre. You don't recognize this somewhat angelic, or you don't look angelic, right? No, you might, because you're all blurry.
My wings are not out,
Okay.
but I am blurred.
Yeah, you're blurry.
As
And I believe
I
we've said that the halo is not visible when I don't have the wings out.
That's right.
as I pass the individual that I don't recognize, Cora will trot past, look in the direction, and just, and then I'll continue on my dash.
Okay. This person here that you just passed under is a child hiding in the trees. That you just ran under. The person you don't recognize is right here. So
Well, you might not recognize the child.
that's
either.
true. You might not recognize
Probably
the child.
not.
You probably don't.
All right, my full movement and dash will get me to this place, and seeing Robespierre, I'm like rushing towards him, kind of like a sibling would rush towards a long lost sibling. My arms are
Cousin.
outstretched. I'm kind of ignoring everything else, and I'm like, Rob's cousin, come give me a hug, and that's what I'm gonna do.
All right. We're
Yeah.
gonna
Giant worm with teeth. Cora's excited to see ropes.
and
Because good to see you.
completely unsurprisingly, Cora has now got the highest initiative. So that was your free go.
Well, we all rolled for utter shit though, so.
That's true. So
So I'm next.
you are. Yeah, sorry.
All right. I am going to reach Robespierre, and I'm going to give him a giant bear hug. And I'm going to be like, oh my goodness, I miss you so much. Where's everybody? Oh, where's Newman? Where's Vela? Oh my goodness, it's you. And I'm just going to take my turn celebrating having found Robespierre and everyone. I'm like, I've got so much to teach you and show you. And I've got a mango for you. And that's really it.
The
I will
commitment
not
to
contest
character.
the hug.
All right. Well, that
I was really confused what was happening until the fruit reference, and now I've heard stories.
okay. So that will bring us to Vela, who's in a hole.
Yeah, she is. And she heard a purple worm explode, so she assumes that she's on the right path because she scared it up from the hole.
Yeah, that's what you
So
did.
yep, that's what I assume happened. So I'm going to travel along underneath the hole, and like, if I were following the path, am I like sort of straight lining to the other hole that's on the map?
This hole was a previous hole. There's another hole now directly where half of the purple worm is poking out of the ground.
My question is more about the tunnel. Like, does the tunnel go straight across, diagonal?
I will draw.
Can you draw a line? Yeah.
I will. I'd like to make it a color other than my DM color, but I don't think that's possible. So
It's a very fancy cuddle.
all right.
Stellar.
What I'm trying to imply here is it's narrow, and it doesn't look entirely stable. So when you move
Not
through
entirely stable. Glad you're here to tell us these things.
Okay.
Do we take the professor in back and plug him into the hyperdrive?
Not
only trying to help.
entirely. It doesn't look stable. There's a bunch of rumbling above me. As much as I want to stay on this path, I feel like I might die, so I think I'll fly up.
Okay.
I appreciate the it's 20 feet up.
Oh yeah.
Correct?
Yeah. Correct.
And that counts as 20 feet of movement. And then
I sort of see you as like the Vision when you fly up like that with the little floaty cape thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So which is exactly correct. So always one leg is bent ever so slightly, toe pointed down. And
Nice.
Perfectly billowing.
Yep. My cape of billowing is also boots of flight, so it is making me fly. And I will continue up 15 feet above the hole as well and stay flighty. And then I will move my spiritual weapon. 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. Oh, wait, is this thing here? Or did it hide?
I'm sorry.
Is
which
it actually
thing?
The Ankeg.
The Ankeg?
That's
I feel
there.
like that hit.
That's
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'll hit it.
Okay.
Smash it with a hammer.
All right.
I popped out my character sheet. Now I just have to find it. There it is.
Can you remind us the thing that's the light around the holes? You said that's not light; it's something else. What is
Smoke.
Is
Yeah.
the smoke? Okay.
Yeah. It's like this constant dust pouring up from the
Gotcha.
collapses, etc. Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't find a better thing than that for smoke.
No,
So.
it's smoky enough. I just was trying to remember what you had said.
That will hit.
Try to take off one of its like horn bits.
Well, you did more than that. How do you want to do this?
Oh, I'm gonna try to take off one of its horn bits, but in the process, I'm gonna miss ever so slightly, and it's gonna end up accidentally just slicing straight through the whole thing.
Okay.
Just braining it.
You brain it. Okay. And the key
You took off the horn, but then into the skull.
Right. Yeah.
You did. I don't remember.
And that was my bonus action. And my action, I'm gonna find my character sheet. There we go. We need to find a different place for this.
Your boots don't require anything to activate?
I don't think so.
I mean, that's awesome. I don't know.
But now you're making me nervous.
Yeah, they should act just like boots of flying. So.
Flying
however.
speed. I can use them up to 4 and boots. Nope. The word action is not in the description in any place, location.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but
yeah, the limitation is you have 4 total hours of flying, I think.
Yeah, you just have a flying speed. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm going to, from where I'm at, cast Toll the Dead.
On what?
The big one. The big bullet.
Okay. And I get a save, right?
You sure do. 16 wisdom.
Because
he's real smart.
It's not. Strength of 28. Intelligence of 1.
Nice.
I just enjoy that. All right, normal.
He's wicked smart.
Just missed it.
It's like when I wake up in the morning.
You missed it by 3.
Yeah, but like
I
have a -1. Just
I
missed it by
forgot
2.
I have to. Is he hurt?
No, he's
He,
not been touched.
any hit points down?
Nope.
Nope.
All right.
No, he just popped up. That's all that's happened.
2d8. 2d8. That's it then. 5. I would like to target one of his teeth. Try to pop it out of his fat face.
Okay.
You should have 3d8 because you are character level 12.
Yep. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay. Just
I
roll
was
one
trying
more
to.
D8
I
and-
know that the Toll the Dead function is broken, so I was rolling by hand and I forgot I had that third one. So 4 more.
Okay.
9 total.
Okay. All right. Is that it for Vela?
Be done.
Elva.
I am going to use my action to pop out my wings and gain my flying speed because I do have to spend an action to do it.
Okay.
And I'm going to fly up to here.
How high up are you?
About 20 feet up. Still, I want to be within range of the thing.
Okay. And Vela, how high are you up?
Just 15 feet is all I have. It's the highest I could get.
Okay.
With my movement speed.
Got it. Okay.
Wait, that's wrong. I'm remembering that I don't have 35 feet of movement. You have a flying... Oh, yep, that's true. Walking speed is the same. Sorry. Carry on. My apologies for taking your turn, Elva.
And with my bonus action, I'm just going to ignite my sword.
Okay. And that is doing it for
Yep.
Elva? Okay. It is the purple worm's turn. The purple worm lets out this sort of guttural noise that just echoes.
A noise that even Discord doesn't like.
The building shake.
So it gates out half of it.
Yeah. All right. So, and it will do its thing. So it's going to bite at Elva.
Did I misjudge its reach? I did. I wanted it to have to come to me, but it didn't.
Yeah, I got a 10 reach on that one. So that's a 22 to hit.
I will shield it to
Okay.
block it.
Okay. And then it's going to tail sting, whip around at Robespierre.
That gives me an opportunity attack from Sentinel, and because I have
attacking
Warcaster,
close to it,
because it's attacking my ally.
Within 10 feet?
It's probably requires 5.
I think it's 5, yeah.
Okay, never mind. You're right, it is within 5 feet of me.
Okay.
Well, and you're 20 feet in the air.
That wouldn't matter if I was within 5 feet of the worm. It's the enemy who has to be within 5 feet of me, not its target.
Well, didn't he just bite you? Doesn't that put him on top of you?
No, because he has a 10-foot reach.
Yeah. 23 to hit Robes.
He just muted himself. It does hit him.
Okay. And that I don't know if he has any abilities necessarily to shield himself from that.
Nope.
Okay.
I thought I was muted. Yeah, that hits. I have nothing I can do.
All right, that'll be 61 points,
Oh.
except for it's not.
Oh, because
a big chunk of that's poison.
Because that's poison, and you are immune. So.
Looks like
God,
42 points
10.
of it were poison.
Oh, phew! 10 piercing.
Paul, did I Hexblade curse that creature?
Not that I recall.
I don't remember.
No, it popped up and we ended.
Okay.
We haven't had any opportunity to react to its appearance yet.
Okay, so you ignore the overwhelming majority of that 61 points of damage, or 62 points of damage. Why was it 61? If it's 10 plus 42, why is it 61? What is that?
It just has its +9 from its strength. So you take 19.
19.
Oh. Okay, I see. All right. So the stinger comes out of the ground right into Robespierre. dealing that damage, and that is it for the purple worm.
I need a Constitution saving throw at advantage.
All right. Constitution at advantage. I think you just made it. 19.
Nice.
Yay! I maintain concentration on Spirit Shroud.
Okay.
So I'm like all hugging on Cora and then just. Cora, you're something very important to deal with right now. But good to see you, cuz.
It stings a bit. Okay. So, there's a sound to the northwest of another creature breaking free from underground, and then it is Nubin's go.
There's the Onkeg that's right next to me. I did not see what Vela killed, so I wasn't
That
sure.
guy's dead, and it didn't put a giant skull on it, and I don't know why. It just put a little tiny skull. So
I think you have
so
to
that
do the
one's
red
dead.
X.
Oh,
Isn't there
It's only
red
a little
X?
bit dead.
red X is roll 20.
I thought it was in Foundry too.
If you mark it in the combat tracker, I don't know if you did it with like
I did a status effect, yeah.
Yeah, if you mark it dead in the combat tracker, it should do the big skull.
Oh, yeah.
So which one's this one?
It's just
Okay.
not in the combat tracker
I
for
think
us,
I
that's
deleted
all.
him. I'm just gonna delete him. That's just be done.
Oh
with
no,
this.
he's there, number 4, right below Merryweather.
No, that's this one.
Oh.
So this guy's dead. We'll just do that. Okay, you're up, Nubin.
All right, so from here, I'm gonna take a. I'm gonna take. Where is it? Weird. I'm gonna go with the crossbow attack on the boulette right here. Does a 25 hit?
25 to hit the boulette? Yeah, for sure.
I was kidding.
Oh.
For 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run up here because I want to fight this thing, and I'm going to unarmed strike him. Has more than one item with the name unarmed strike. Great. I don't really want a flurry of blows. I'm trying to get it to unarmed strike, and it won't
Just
let
hit
me.
the attack button. Do you not see it? In the
Oh,
chat.
there it is.
Yep.
Sorry, my
No,
bad.
You're fine.
My
You're
bad.
fine.
It didn't pop up fast enough for me. Does a 14 hit?
It does not.
All right. Well, I'm going to spend key point and flurry of blows since it's already on the board anyway. 24 for the first one. 21 for the second one.
Both will hit.
$10 for the first one. And 7 points for the second one. So that's 17 more points of damage to him.
Okay.
And that boosts my AC up to 19. And yeah, I'm there helping out with
Captain Wardle.
Captain Wardle.
All right. Is that Nubin's go?
I believe so, yes.
All right. The boulette will. 1 second. All right. It is going to.
It's the one at the top, right?
Nope. Oh, is it? It is the
Yeah,
one
I
at the
think so.
top. Sweet. This
shoot.
one.
Sorry, y'all.
This one's going to burrow and go back down underground. glad that's happening. Okay. Okay. And that's it for that one. Robespierre, you're up.
All right, I'm a bit laggy, so I'm just going to be very direct. I'm going to bonus action Hexblade Curse the purple worm,
Okay. Done.
and then
Oh,
I am going to attack my great sword. So, Robin, if you could do a great sword attack.
All right. Is it just normal?
Yeah, normal.
Okay, you rolled a natural one. Sorry.
Sweet.
I'm so sorry. But would he have to step
So,
up to it? To it? Like right now you're 10
yeah,
feet
you have
away.
to
So
step up.
okay, I'll move you up to
All right,
provokes an
so just
opportunity hug from
swinging.
Cora.
it.
That's right. Like Cora, drop. He just grabbed my arm. I'll swing a second time.
All right. It's a 14 to hit.
Oh,
Just
that's too bad.
slides off of its thick armory hide.
It's, all right.
I feel like I'm letting
And
you down. I'm sorry.
no worries, no worries. You're good. And that's too bad. Okay, that's a roll too bad. I wanted to hit at least one.
Well,
Um, no, it's okay. So then, as far as features go, so these little wisps are flying around me. These little black dots of spirit energy
right.
from all the people slain in the city, and they are slowing down the worm. Not that matters very much, probably, but the worm's speed is reduced by 10.
By 10. Ooh, that does matter a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big.
Purple worms move 50 feet.
All right. Well, there, maybe matters a little. 20% reduction. That's my turn. So I'm just like swinging wildly at this worm thing. Oh, its height is a very slippery. Oh, and that's my turn.
Got it. Okay. So, Robespierre takes 2 swings,
I
slows the
bet
worm
that hide
down.
would make great armor.
Speaking of which, Meriwether, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna try. I have a hunter's mark on this boulette down here, so I'm gonna take some attacks on this one.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm rolling bad for both of us, Winston. 14.
14 will not hit.
And then the second one is a 24.
I'm just eating slow.
So hopefully that's a little
24 will
bit
hit.
better.
Yep.
All right. And it gets an extra 1d6 because of
The hunter's mark.
the hunter's mark. So that'll be 10
Okay.
piercing.
All right.
And I think that's all I'm gonna do for now.
You got it. That will bring us to. I gotta zoom out here. This map is enormous. Okay, this guy here, who is going to charge off 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He'll dash, right? I would dash if I were a hungry monster who was scared out of my lair. Yeah, he'll dash.
Spoilers.
Oh, yeah, it's true. That is the spoiler. Okay. That's it for that. Captain Denitha Wardle is not going to let Noob have all the glory. Well, and Meriwether, and is going to stabby stab at the. Yeah, I get multi attack, right? Yep, 2 longsword attacks. So, first one, 17 will hit, and 16 will miss. So, I guess you guys know something now.
Mm.
And then she will do 11 points of damage to the boulette. The boulette. But I believe it's actually his turn now. And he is going to do a standing leap. And so I just don't. I mean, the in the D&D Beyond, I don't know if it provokes some attacks of opportunity or not. Like that's supposed to be their big deal that they can just leap out of the way. But um,
Their burrow.
they have a burrow and then they have the deadly and Stanley leap function. Um, the burrow, I'm pretty sure actually they do get attacks of opportunity if they try to burrow away. Um, I think he's gonna be dumb and he's gonna stabby stab at. He's gonna go after Captain Wardle with his action. Ooh, that'll hit. 22 points of piercing damage, crushing into Captain Wardle, who appears to be nearly half the captain she used to be. Uh, and that will be it for that Boulette's action. As it crunches down on her, she screams in agony, and that will bring us to a dead person, then Cora. Hey, Reese. That's not Reese.
Say hi, everybody.
Hello.
I'm Dominic.
That's right, Dominic. Hello.
Somebody's got to go to bed. Say night night.
Good night.
Say night night. Good boy. Hey, so I got a couple of questions about the giant worm that's in front of me. Is this considered monstrous?
Like a monstrosity?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
All right. Let's it's been a while since I played with you all, so let's try to rule it cool some things, right? Seeing how Robespierre was attacked by it, I'm quite flustered now because that purple worm kind of ruined my reunion with my cousin, so I'm going to politely bow to it. And then, how far is it off of the ground?
It's part of its tail came out underneath Robespierre here, and it's curving up. Like it is, I think, 60 feet long. So it's like
Okay,
20 feet up in the air, 30 feet up in the air, and some of its body's still underground, and some of it's come up from underneath you at Robes.
perfect. I'm going to scale it
Okay.
because I have the ability to kind of walk on vertical surfaces.
Yep.
So I'm going to scale it, and then I'm going to leap into its mouth. And I'm going to allow this thing to consume me for the most part. And when I go down to roughly 50 feet of falling, I'm going to activate the immovable rod, and I am going to attempt to scale the inside of the worm to come back out.
Okay.
A lot going on there.
That is a lot. All right, so you jump into its mouth. Uh, I believe there is something when it swallows you that happens.
Okay.
And I'm not seeing it here in this. I'm gonna actually have to peruse my monster manual. But I believe it, like if it bites, it can actually swallow you whole. Like if it lands on a bite,
Mhm.
and if it does swallow you, I had just read about this 2 weeks ago, and then today I'm like, I'm good. I already prepared. And now
I know all there is to know about purple worms.
I've read about them in stories. All right.
A swallowed creature
Creature
is blinded and restrained.
Yep. It has total cover against attacks and other effects outside the worm, and it takes 21 acid damage at the start of each of the worm's turns. So the question
Okay.
is, can you do all of that in one turn with your movement plus action?
Well,
So
I could use a key point to dash, and I've got 100 movement.
with the dash, right? Yep. So you can go in, you can drop in, you can use your action to activate the immovable rod,
Mm-hmm.
and then you are going to climb out of it. Will you get out still, or Because I don't know how far down you wanted to go.
Well, I'm going to go where it would be impossible for it to move at this point. I'm making it so that it swallowed something that cannot move at all. So the
Right.
worm can't burrow, can't do anything until it figures that it needs to throw up whatever is inside it.
Right. Okay, so you will be in the worm at the start of the worm's turn. So you will take acid damage from being in it at that
Okay.
time. And then you're going to have to figure your way out because it's going to try to keep you in there.
Yep.
Okay. All right. As long as we're all clear on what's happening. All right. So you activate the immovable rod. It goes, and you're in its like wormy epiglottis, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a biologist. I don't think they actually have epiglottises.
I'm not a scientist.
They're just a mouth and a pooper, really. So with us like as far as gastroenterology goes. So okay, so Cora is inside the worm. This all tracks. This sounds just like you like 3 months ago. Okay.
Now, do I take the damage at the start of its turn
Correct.
or at the end of my turn?
Correct.
Okay.
At the start of my turn. Yep.
Perfect.
And he can get many of you in there, and you can all just be sitting in there together.
Yeah, you take the damage if you're still in there
Right.
when its turn starts.
Right.
But it might have to puke you out.
Do we have no kids on dogs? And did they eat? I don't even know if they ate.
The dogs ate, yes.
Okay.
We had a child feed them. The
Okay.
drugging has not occurred.
Okay. Yeah, we drug our dogs. Because when
She's old.
she's old,
Drugging
she
your
needs
dogs and
medication.
drugging your children, I suppose. So
We just don't talk about
And-
that.
All right. Okay, so that's Cora's go, and
Mhm.
that will bring us to Vela.
Man, that was so fast.
We're not
Fast.
fucking around.
Yeah, I'm noticing. All right, spiritual weapon. How bad does what's her face look?
She looks to be
The
half
captain.
the guard that she used to be.
Got it. Measuring. 45. 55. All right, so I will do. Oh, I moved it back. I will do the healing thingy, I think. Checking to see my range on it. Yeah. I'm going to. Oh, I can't healing word her. I gotta give her the good one. I don't know why I have them both paired. Oh, I remember why. But that one's touch. All right, never mind. She's not getting healed this round. All right, so that's the measuring tool. Get off the measuring tool. There we go. 5. I'm going to go this way. 5, 10, 15, 20. Ow. That got as far as it can go.
I think
I'm
so. I
moving
think
my
you can move at 20, right?
Yeah.
The spiritual weapon. Yep.
And then it can go how far away from me? 60 feet away from me. Okay. So I will stay where I'm at and toll the dead on the bullet again. Oh. Oh. I clicked my little fancy button and it didn't do anything. DC 16 wisdom, please.
Right. Yay!
Ooh.
No!
That's not going to
All
happen
right.
very often.
The wisest of worms.
Sad days. I think I'll just do this. So that I'm not over the hole anymore. That's it. I'm
Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
it just super zoomed in on me.
done.
Oh, it's because the purple worm was talking.
Right.
Right.
The purple worms is talking about acid damage.
Purple worm is like on a bus with a bunch of hippies telling you should try it.
Well, I'm not sure about that, but I am going to fly over to it.
Okay.
And let's attack it a little. First attack is probably going to miss with a 12.
It does, unfortunately.
Second
It
attack hits at
slides up.
27.
That will just hit. No, I'm kidding. It hits.
That didn't do everything. That did 14 slashing damage, and then I need to roll the fire damage.
Okay.
It should have done it, but it didn't. So 8 fire damage and 12 radiant damage from my radiant soul being active.
Okay.
So a total of 26, 34 points from that attack.
I did it all as you were saying it, so I just
Okay.
one at a time. Cool.
My third attack hits a 26.
26 will hit.
I'm going to try to add the fire damage to this so that it does it for me. Yeah, there we go. Good.
Nice. Okay.
So 16 damage total on that third attack.
Got it. Okay. Purple worm is, but it doesn't want to release Cora, so it doesn't scream out like it did the first time.
I don't really have a bonus action I want to use right now, so I think that's it.
Okay. Wait a minute. I took how much damage?
34 on the first one and 16 on the second. So a total of 50.
I got to make a Constitution saving throw. Cora might get barfed out. But I made it.
I should hope so.
It's a really high DC. I have to clear a 21.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
you cleared it by 8.
Yeah. Well, I have a Constitution of like 26, so it's
Yeah, me too.
22. Okay. So, Cora remains in there. Purple worm. So, Cora will take. What is it? It says 66 acid damage. My computer's doing weird stuff. 21 points of acid damage to Cora inside the worm. You can try, well, on your turn, you can beat the crap out of it, and if you do 30, it might make you vomit. Every time it takes that over 30 points of damage, it has to roll to save to vomit you out.
From a single source or in a single round?
In a single turn. So that
Okay.
would mean anytime somebody attacked it, right?
So if one person attacked it multiple times and it totaled 30, that's all in one turn.
Correct, but like
But it has to come from one person. Because it has to come within that one turn, not the round.
turn, not the round, right? So
Yeah.
that means all of you have the opportunity to do 30 points of damage and make it throw up Cora. So
Yeah.
okay. So and the worm also is sort of like trying to move around, and it's like something in, but it's only got a 1 intelligence, so it's not articulating that. Okay. But I just wanted to let Cora know it's working. Okay. Newbin, you're up.
Right on. So I'm going back after the boulette here.
I hate to do this. The purple worm didn't do anything on its turn.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm gonna play it that its tail stinger now is out of play for a little bit. I'm going to give it a chance each time to try to move. I'm gonna give it only if I roll a 1 on a d20 that it poops out, like it moves itself, the thing through the poop chute. the a 1 in 20 chance that it can slide itself off the immovable rod, but otherwise
Disgusting.
it is disgusting.
Gross.
But or allow myself to take the damage of it passing through its body as it moves through that. But it's so dumb. I'm only gonna give it a 1 in 20 chance of even being able to figure that out. So the first thing I'm gonna do though is just a bite attack at Elva.
Is it disadvantage
Okay,
because of the blur?
22.
I will shield it.
Okay. And I'm gonna roll my d20. If I roll a 1, I did not. I'm still stuck on the rod and cannot use my stinger attack. Okay. Newbin, you're up.
For sure.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. So I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna attack with Huffman's Wall.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack twice with him. So that's 25 damage on the bullet.
Okay.
Is he still up and good?
Yep.
Flurry of
He
blows.
looks a little like he's a third the Boulette he used to be.
Got it. So that's 13
Okay.
damage. And for some reason it won't let me. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna attack again. Does a 14 hit?
It does not.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm good. And I'm hoping Denitha backs the fuck away because she's a wuss.
She did 20 points of damage on it.
No, I want her to back away because she's a wuss. Because I don't want her to get killed.
Yeah.
Killed.
She's slightly more wussy than you. Yeah. No, she's a lot
Yeah.
more. She's a third third of you ish. All right. Well, it's gonna attack you.
Okay.
I don't think it's that boulette. I think it's the other one's
Oh,
It's
turn.
the other boulette.
You're right. It's the other Boulette. That's right.
You have the hex bladey thing icon on this one,
Hunter's
so
mark.
that
It's a hunter's
yeah,
mark.
right. That's what it is. It's marked. That's the only reason that we can tell.
Yes.
All right, and this
I
one's
can tell the difference which one I marked.
going to chomp at this commoner in front of it.
No, Steve.
No.
Steve does not have better than a 14 armor class, unfortunately. Oh, guard Stevie might. He
I
does.
thought you said it burrowed.
It did. It just popped back out.
Oh, it popped up. Okay.
Uh,
I was like,
So he explodes underneath this guy and chomps at him, but unfortunately for Stevie, he's got a better than average dexterity and good leather armor on. So, actually, no, he's got to be better than that because he's got a 16 armor class. So,
Chainmail.
Stevie stays up. So that's it for that boulette.
his uncle gave him some mithril.
Yeah. All right, Winston, back
Leather
to
armor
you,
and I have a
Robes.
16, so if you're just very dexterous.
All right. I'm going to take another hack at it with the greatsword there.
All right, let's see if I can actually roll it decently for you this time.
Come on.
It's a normal attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, roll 29. 29 to hit.
That'll hit.
What was the base? What was the base die?
19.
That is a critical hit because it is hexed.
Oh,
Awesome.
Nice.
I'm coming through for you now. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it get anything extra
So-
with that too, or
It
is
gets a bunch because I'm going to do a bunch of horrible things to it. So go ahead and roll the damage as critical.
okay? It's 28 slashing and necrotic.
I'm also going to smite it.
so it's
So
28
use
a
damage then.
smoke
What does smite do?
So smite is going to be, it's not coded, so you'll have to just roll it directly.
Might the
Okay.
mighty smiter.
What's that?
I said, smite the almighty smiter.
Miter. So it's going to be 1d8 plus. It's going to be 12d8
Oh my
because it's
god.
critical.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Wow.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Roll. Might take a second. There they are. That's 56.
You just broke Winston's internet connection.
Yeah, and then another 4d8 of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Oh God.
So what happened here, Paul, is I had Spirit Shroud up, which is 2d8, the regular Greatsword, and then the Smite, which is normally 6d8.
Holy cats. Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's
Five.
it is
81 points of damage.
it is now a
Did I do
third
my
the
math
worm it
right?
used to be.
Yeah, so that was a good.
Oh no,
That makes
that's way
up
more
for the
than
critical
81.
fail earlier.
Oh, but it needs to make a con save to throw up.
Also, it goes prone. If it's hold on. What size is it?
It's gargantuan.
Okay, it doesn't go prone.
I didn't think so.
It might be immune to prone anyway as a worm.
True. Yeah, it's only huge or small. If it goes
Oh, Cora gets barfed up.
prone.
Cora
Like,
boop. And for flavor,
'cause
no damage. I'm gonna say you like slide 10 feet out in a bunch of worm vomit.
it's like you never left Korra. Same old, same old. All right, and then was that the first attack?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, roll the second one.
All
Another
right.
great.
Another great sword attack.
Holy.
That's a critical. I rolled a 20 for
No.
you.
Nice.
All right, I have to do it. Nope, I can't do it again. I can only do it once per turn. Okay. Yep. So it'll just be a regular critical. So that'll be the critical attack and then 48
All right.
necrotic damage.
All right. So 20 with the regular critical, and then 8 with the necrotic.
So 28 total.
Looks that way.
Nice.
Yes.
48, and you rolled 8.
48.
On the
That's
48,
good.
yeah, she rolled
Yeah.
8. Yep.
2, 4,
Okay.
1, 1.
Sorry. Come on.
That's
I
okay.
rolled two criticals. I mean, come on.
That's good.
Don't
You
get
you
greedy.
I'll get too greedy. All right. So just carving through it, through the hide.
Yeah, you
Trying
are.
to make you a new suit there, Mary. All right. That's my turn. Yeah, and then I'll kind of beat my chest and be like, over here, why don't you sting me this time? And that's my turn.
Got it. Okay. Meriwether, you're up. I'm gonna walk to get wine, but I can hear.
Okay. I'm just going to continue to fight this boulette down here.
All right.
So I'll take a couple arrow shots at it and see if I can hit it. So 24 to hit.
Definitely.
All right. And it's the extra. So 8 piercing. And then the second attack is a 20 to hit.
I think I'm probably gonna be. How are you gonna do this? But hold on.
For 11 piercing. So 19 total.
Definitely going to be asking how you want to do this.
Well, I have to kind of weave the arrows between, my fellow combatants. So I'm arching them pretty high, and I'm trying to maybe hit in each of the eyes of the boulette.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
Thunk, thunk, and then just sort of this 2 arrows in these tiny shark-like eyes, right as it's biting down, trying to get Newman, and it just sort of falls over like a dog rolling over dead, right, like almost onto Newman. And Newman, these arrows are just right up at you, looking up at Newman.
And then, as a bonus action, I'd like to use Healing Word on the captain down there. I'll cast it at 4th level.
Okay. Nice.
So 14.
Okay, she's gonna get plus 154, 114. Okay, great. She
I'm not that good.
straightens up her back. Looks like a little of the fatigue comes out, and she looks over you and gives you thanks. Uh,
And then I'm just going to move a little further north. I'm going to stay under the tree, but I just wanted to see what was happening up here.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's all.
All right. All right. So after Merriweather, Frankie's up. And Frankie is going to go to Hollywood.
You beat me by
Relax.
3 seconds.
What?
You beat me by 3 seconds on the Hollywood joke.
Nice. I don't know which one's guard Frankie. I can't find him on the map's too big.
His name is on him. He's right here.
Yeah.
Where is he?
I guess you
Oh.
could ping it.
Oh.
I was going to describe where he is, and it's like, yeah, that's smart, Ed. Just ping it.
All right.
Or you could be like Paul and say, it's right there.
He's wearing sort of a necktie. He's
He's gonna retreat and head towards this boulette to help up Steve.
That's not a retreat. That's an attack.
Well, he's retreating from the purple worm.
Right.
I'll
And
give you that.
where are you? Oh, if I click on him, it takes me right to him. Okay.
Yeah.
This
That's a
guy's
hell of a thing,
going to try to eat a commoner.
as one does.
How tall are these buildings?
Anywhere between 10, or more like 15
Like
and
the
25.
top of the rooftops, I guess.
Well, they're
Okay.
not all the same, but
Anywhere from a third to a half of a purple worm.
Okay. Got it.
Oh, I think he's gonna miss even that commoner. The base armor
Oh.
class is a 10, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say for clarity, the blue buildings are like at their height 15 feet at peak, and the red ones are taller. They're more like 25 feet.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay. So that Ankeg was not able to eat Tylos. Where are you, Tylos? Okay, now you're just opening up the sheet, and I want you to just take me to the person.
Single click.
Okay, gotcha. You're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and run towards the boulette, and then Denitha is going to, give a curt nod of thanks to Nubin, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's gonna dash 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Can't engage, but she gets there. And Boulette is dead. You're dead. And that commoner is dead. And now we're to Stevie. Stevie's going to attack the Boulette. Sorry, there's so many NPCs going on here. I didn't.
Totally fine.
But he's just got a spear. He's got a good armor class, but he's only got a spear. Misses the Boulette. That's it for Stevie. Okay. Cora, you've just been vomited out onto the ground. It's been a wild ride. It stings a little.
Cora's gonna like, oh my goodness, that was so awesome. Oh, Robespierre, I gotta tell you what happened. And I'm gonna approach the worm, which is still doing its thing, right?
Yeah, it's still worming.
All right, I am going to. I gotta remember how to swing with this. I'm going to club it, maybe. Did that roll or?
It puts it in the chat, and then you can roll from in the chat.
Yeah, there's an
Duh.
attack button in the chat.
Do I get advantage at this point? Because is it immobile?
It's not immobile because it's too big for the rod to hold all of that. It just can't move anywhere else. But it could. I mean, it's not going to stop it. It's going to stop it from moving away, but it's not going to stop it from dodging or anything like that.
Okay. Here is a normal roll for
That'll
the
hit.
nunchuck. All right. I will roll my damage. I will also use a key point to potentially stun it.
Okay. 9 points of damage, and then what's that? I can't remember. Is that con?
Let me.
It's been a while.
Right.
Tony doesn't do the
Yeah.
stunning strike too often.
Stunning strike
Distance
is
monk.
DC 14, a con saving throw.
Okay. I got a 23.
Okay. I'm going to martial art and unarmed strike it.
Okay.
Put this in the chat. Attack. Normal. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Damage. Normal.
9 points.
I will use a key point to stunning strike. 14 again.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun. 18.
I will use my second attack to once again nunchuck it.
Okay.
Oh.
18 will. Oh, 10 will miss.
Okay. I will. Let's use a key point to. What's it called? To flurry of blows it. So that's 2 unarmed strikes, I believe.
Yep. I'm not sure if can you do that. You can do that as many times as you want, right? Like.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't take my action. And
Right.
stunning strike is. Yeah.
Okay. I get confused with monk action economy. I gotta be honest.
Well, they always get one bonus attack for free, or they can flurry of blows to take 2.
Right. But can they use the key point to do? Is using a key point a bonus action?
Nope.
Oh, you can just key point all you want. Okay.
They're a finite resource. You have one per level.
Yeah.
And some things that use a key point are bonus actions.
Right.
Yeah,
And-
but not all
but
of them.
but
Yeah.
the key point by itself doesn't mean there's any action
Exactly.
required.
Right. Okay. Got it. So, was that a 21 to hit just now?
Yep, 8 damage.
Okay.
I'll do a Constitution save again to use the key point.
Okay. Oh, I rolled a 1. It has a 22 Constitution, so I mean, it had pretty good odds. So it's a plus 11 to my Constitution.
So
But yeah,
it's
he's stunned. He is stunned.
That's awesome.
And I think that's all of my attacks after the flurry of blows, right? I did 2 unarmed.
I think so. I cannot keep track. I have no idea.
Yeah, I see 2.
Yep.
Well, I see a club and then I see 1 unarmed. There's another unarmed above.
There's a club earlier.
Altogether, I see a whole lot of attacks.
I'm assuming that I use.
Looks like a pretty complete round.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be like, Robespierre, he's stunned. Now's the time to hit him.
But it's Vela who gets to act next.
So clarification. Would I know? Clarification. Would I know if its attacks would be considered weapon attacks? That's how I felt about it too. I was like, I feel like
this is one of those things
that's
like
super annoying.
If something has a natural ability but it mirrors a spell, is it a spell attack? I don't know.
So here's what I want to do.
The general ruling is that all attacks are considered weapon attacks.
Okay. I didn't.
Okay. So if that's how you're going to rule it, then I have my plan in place. But I just want to make sure that was, like, I was hoping that Vela would know. So, so I'm gonna, what you see in the air is my spiritual weapon sort of, whoop, nope, that one's dead. Go this way, and it turns around, and it flies over Mary's head.
I'll duck.
5, 10, 15, 20. Gets over there, and then from where I'm standing, I cast Ray of Enfeeblement at it. At the worm. Oh, poop.
What's that
Which
do?
11 doesn't matter.
Attack rolls have advantage when it's stunned.
That's true.
Oh. Do you want me to just roll again instead
Yeah,
of?
that's fine.
Okay. I don't want to try and take advantage.
26
of
will hit it.
Gosh. All right. So from here, that means that it will only deal half damage on any attacks that use strength
Oh,
until. Right. Yeah. So I put it. It's in the chat. So at the end
for how
of.
long?
It's a constitution or a concentration spell. It makes a con save at the end of
okay.
its turn. So up to a minute. DC 16 Constitution save.
Gotcha.
And then Vela is going to fly upwards about like 30 feet.
Okay.
Just to see how many more enemies there are. Like how if there's more inbound. I'm assuming she can see the Ankegs.
Yeah, when you get up that high, you can see the Ankegs up here. You can see the Boulette over here. And you can see some burrowing action over here.
You're about to say here. Yeah. Okay, far left burrow.
But
bottom
here,
left.
accompanied by pinging is different than over
Yeah,
here.
that's true.
Here,
Yeah.
here, up north.
Oh, you pinged while I was moving my map back to myself.
And
right.
you see the Boulette here.
Uh-huh.
And you see burrowing here.
Got it.
You also see large burrowing out here.
Okay. Large burrowing. Got it. I shout, Ankegs to the north! Boulettes to the south and east!
Stuck
And
in
something
the
outside
middle
the
with
wall.
I was going to say Jokers. All right.
Here I am.
Stuck in the purple worm with Cora. Except for Cora's not in there anymore. All right. Good round. Elva, let's finish this thing.
All right. Well, I'm going to start her off with the attack with advantage and crit.
You if you want to roll the damage, you can. Just to see what happens, because it's fun to see. But I can't imagine you don't have enough.
I don't remember how to do this. For some reason, my versatile damage broke, so it's not adding it. So first attack does 52 when I add my radiant onto it.
And that's enough.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
So that's
want to see what you would have done? But it had 28 hit points.
No, I mean that's enough. It's gonna be like the opening credits of Vox Machina, and I'm just gonna burst through its head.
Oh, nice. When it goes
Nice.
through the Remoraz?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
And come out flying above Cora with my flaming sword.
And
That's a cool scene.
And and Vela has alerted us that there's more coming from the west. So I will turn my attention that way. And that will be it for me.
you got it. All right, but there still are more monsters crawling about the place. So, Newbin, what would you like to do?
So that means the purple worm is D, right?
Teats up.
All right, that means I got to figure out where these other guys are now.
You heard me
because-
shout.
I know. But that
Okay.
doesn't mean I know what that means
Yeah, that's
on
fair.
the map. So I am going to use my dash. I'm not going to use my dash to
Makes you sad,
dash.
Kayla?
It does
That-
not want me.
That I didn't have to have the concentration.
Oh.
Okay, I cannot move my token.
Uh-oh.
We're going to try it this way. Nope, won't let me move it.
Let me
What
see
are
what's
your
going on.
what do you have it activated in the top left? Which buttons are highlighted in the top left corner of Foundry?
The person in the bracket.
Oh,
Oh.
that should work. I
You
just
could
moved.
try refreshing the page.
I moved.
If
Because
you
I'm
want.
sure that if I couldn't move mine, it would be because I hit the wrong thing.
Which way do you want to go, Tony? I can move you.
I'm headed up north here to there.
Does this seem?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's not all of your movement at all. So that's 30.
100 feet is where it's how far I want to go.
All right, just straight north, or do you want to head towards this boulette here?
Oh, I didn't see the boulette over there. Yeah, you know what? I will. So let me see here. My bad. My apologies.
You're fine.
I want to go right to here.
Can you move again, or are you stuck?
I'm in front of. Maybe I need to just refresh. Hold on. Because you see, it wasn't apparently not showing where I was pinging because I was pinging also.
Okay.
Maybe when I got booted from the server, I got booted from everything.
You've been booted from everything.
Oh, it looks like we're reloading. That's a good sign. Now we're stuck. I have a gray screen. Okay, so I want to go 50 feet diagonally toward the boulette that's on the right hand side of the screen.
I can move you there. You have
And that
plenty of movement for that.
Okay, and then they want that should be within 30 feet of the monster.
Oh, do you
Right?
want to not be right up on it? Do you want to be 30 feet away
No,
from it?
no. There we go. I think I just got it here. I wanted to move 50 feet. Let's see if it gets me. Yep, now I'm good. So I
Okay.
wanted to move to right there. It would have been diagonal to get me 50 feet right there. And from that spot, I am going to take a couple of pot shots at it with the crossbow.
You got it. 21 will hit. $20 damage.
And that was all of my 50-foot movement, and I took an attack, so that means I am here for now.
Okay. Anything else you want to do? Any key you want to spend? You good?
You know what? I am going to spend a key point to it's roll that other one with the blade.
One with the blade.
It's not one with the blade. I'm sorry. I did the wrong one.
Okay.
It's the one that's one with the blade for my arrows, and I get to roll a d6 and add the extra damage.
Okay.
Can't say shot.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
All right, so you
That is not a
just
six.
add d6 to your damage.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Anything else
There we
from
go.
Noob?
Hopefully that will be it.
All right. It's that bullet's turn, and it is going to chomp on good Steve here. Oh, and 20 will hit. Oh, Steve. Goodbye, Steve.
Oh, poor Steve.
That was way more than double
He
his
all
hit
the way
points.
Oh.
Steve's in half. We hardly
And
knew.
half of him's inside a bullet.
That's true. We hardly knew you, Steve. And the half we will know. Okay. So that's that boo. Let's go. Okay. He's going to use his acid splash on this commoner. Because why not? Get to use it once per
Because
day.
it's a commoner.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Yeah, I've kind of just assumed all these people are gonna die before we can kill the enemies. So it's like, well, we're trying, but they're very easily
13.
killed.
That commoner is wily. That's commoner Jenna is wily, and she's going to take half damage. But that's not enough. Commoner
Yeah, they
Jenna
can't
is
really survive even
a
one
little
hit.
melty now.
So
Okay. So we'll just put a little Scully skull on her. And that will bring us to Robespierre.
you're standing by a dead purple worm.
You're behind it.
These
I thought you were
You
going to
might
come
have to
in.
type.
what's
Yeah, well, crazy entertaining. We didn't get any of that.
I honestly
All right, how
thought he
about
was going to
now?
start
Oh,
straight
there.
from
Yeah.
Yeah, now you're
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Yep.
Right. Is there a boulette within 30 feet of me?
Not within 30 feet.
There's a
That-
whole lot of nothing
that
within
you can
30
see.
feet of you. That.
All right,
Oh.
what's the closest?
Closest one, I think, is going
Okay.
to be like 50 something from you. And I mean, it would have some cover from you because you're behind the enormous body of a purple worm. It's 90 feet from you.
Got it. Okay, so I'm going to are there any rumblings around the ground anywhere near me?
Not that you can sense. Just giving a quick, you know, cursory thought to it. You can take your action to determine that.
I mean, Vela did shout out before that. Sorry.
Go ahead. What did Vela shout?
That there's big rumbling coming from the west, and then some rumbling coming from the southwest. Right? Is that what you said,
Mhm.
Dusty? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'll chase the west. I'm going to the west,
Okay.
towards the rumbling that Vela called
How much do you want to move?
out. Would 30 feet get me in the vicinity she pointed out?
You'd be heading in that direction.
I said that
I'll
there was
dash another
rumbling
30.
outside the western wall.
All right. I'll run 60 feet that direction. I'll take my action to dash.
You got it. Oh, you got it. Okay.
yeah. Well, now you moved him too far.
He's
He only had. He moved 30, and he
Oh.
wanted to move 30 more.
Okay.
So, yeah. So he's good there.
Got it. I forgot that you were moving them for some reason. I don't know why. All right. Merriweather.
I would like to move my hunter's mark to this boulette over here. So I'll take a bonus action to do so. I don't know if you like to mark them in some way.
Yep, I do.
And then I will take some arrow shots at him. Those arrows go so fast. All right, a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
I assume. Oh, I forgot to write in the d6 for hunter's mark. So it'll be 17 total piercing damage for the first one.
You got it.
Only a
frozen.
15 to hit. That misses. I've learned this because, I've been fighting these boulettes. All right, that's all I got.
So you have a total of 17 points?
17 piercing, yep.
Got it. All right. That will bring us to guard Frankie.
He's in Hollywood.
Steve! And he's going to...
Your voice cut. Your mic was like, no. You can't make that noise.
Steve! Alright, spear attack. Ooh, Stevie hits. Or, no, he doesn't. Stevie's dead. Frankie hits. 6 points of damage to the bullet. Alright, where are we going now? Oh. Then, this Ankeg is going to go here and grab the body of Jenna. And
He's not dead yet.
this, yeah, commoner's
I
dead.
know.
No, yeah. And he's going to go underground. Okay. Sorry for all my NPCs. For Stevie!
Get it. Get it, Tylos.
Nope. Tylos failed. And that...
Tylos. Such a disappointment.
Miss. Denitha's just winded. She's tired.
Oof.
Been a long
Yeah.
day. It's been a long day. Long 3 days. So, top of the order, Stevie's dead. Cora, you're up.
I think Cora would dig for her immovable rod.
Okay. Cora would know that there's still acid in there, so go in and make an investigation check.
Okay.
Well,
Luckily, you know it's exactly where you left it.
That's
Right.
true.
hasn't.
So go ahead and make
moved.
it an advantage. It's a good point.
Sort of right on the name. You know it hasn't moved.
Right. Your first foray into it, you don't find it. I mean, it hasn't moved, but the worms moved around it. So
Yeah.
there's only really one way through, but some of as Dusty has put into the chat, you really just got this one way in here.
But the path is winding.
The path it's a winding road. Because
Every day.
every day could be.
You get a little bit closer.
But not that you aren't able to find it this time.
You're not feeling fine.
All right,
That's
and
my turn.
I assume you want to come out when you don't find it, like use the rest of your movement to come out, and then you go back in the next time. You don't want to hang out in there and take acid
Yeah.
damage. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you have
When I
sort of
pop out, I'll be like, "Well, that was I didn't find it that time, everyone."
keep us posted, okay, Cora?
everybody.
Noted.
Okay. All right, Chorus, go Vela, you're up.
I really thought your stories about Cora were exaggerated. They're not.
Just wait, Elva. It gets better.
If I fly too far away from my spiritual weapon, it just blinks out, right?
You can only be within. I mean, it's quite a bit though. Like, isn't it like 120 feet or something like that?
No, it's only 60 feet.
Oh, okay.
But what I really want to do is go grab it and carry it with me. It's super annoying. It's got such a slow speed.
I don't think that's how it works.
No, it's not. Okay, so with that in mind, then I kept hemming and hawing on this. I'm gonna move my weapon and smack it.
Okay.
And smack it. That's the wrong button. That's the right button. Attack. Normal roll.
That'll
24.
That'll hit. The spiritual weapon comes over
That's
the
a
side of
womp.
Denitha. Well, 9 damage.
What?
I mean, it could have been a lot more, but
Yeah. Could have been a way lot more. All right. So, knowing that what round are we in? Oh,
7.
And this is the last round it shows up anyway, so that's perfect.
Okay.
Because I cast it in the second round, I think. So then I am going to, after I hit with it, I'm going to move and then dash. I need to zoom in to see how far I can go here. 2, 5, 10. Oh, actually, I'm just gonna measure and then put
Measuring.
myself there. Oh, I thought I was measuring. Click the thing. So 50, 60. So I'm gonna fly over these houses because I'm 30 feet in the air, so I can get over the top of the.
You are 45 feet in the air is what I have you calculated.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
You can look over. I have it over your token.
Oh, nice. Okay. So I will get to there. Oh, come on. Wait, my movement's 35. Right? Yeah, I get 10 more feet. 1, 2. I'm by this tree.
Okay.
Hiding stealthily in the leaf cover, but not actually hiding because that requires a bonus action.
All true. Okay.
Oh!
But you can bonus action unless you use
No, I
the
can't
dash.
because I bonus action for my spiritual.
Oh, okay.
So, and now my spiritual weapon goes away. But if you want to just pull it to the side, I'm planning to recast it, assuming I'm not dead.
I'll just move it
At some
by.
point.
I'll move it by you so you can decide what you want to do with it.
That works. Okay.
All right.
I am dead.
Okay. That is Vela's go. Elva.
Well, I want to back up Robespierre,
Wait, what
so
about?
I'm gonna
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh, I looked at the wrong thing.
go that direction.
Okay.
Go to there, and I'll dash and just go another 30. Staying up in the air.
Do you guys, when you click on your token, Ed, do you have like the number box in the top left? Not top left, but to the left. Like I have a 20 in there right now.
I don't have any boxes. No, I
Oh.
just have a plus 20 feet above my name,
Okay,
above
so
my token.
I can change your height. I was just wondering if you can. So at any point you want to be more than 20, let me know.
I do. If I right click on it, I can change
Oh,
that.
oh, that's what I meant. When you right click on your token is what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. I can change that if I right click.
Got it.
But I'm staying at 20 feet. I'm just slightly behind Robespierre.
Got it. That's end of go.
Yeah.
Newbin.
This boulette still here?
Still here.
All right. Wasn't sure. So I'm gonna come around here next to the captain, and I am going to unarmed strike.
The 12 will miss. The 26 will hit.
Okay, and then I'm gonna flurry of blows. Man,
I know. I've been doing the same
Damn
thing,
it!
rolling like 4s. It's so rough.
Man, I only hit once that time out of 4 hits. That sucks. All right, I guess I'm good.
Okay.
I'll pretend I didn't notice, just to spare him his dignity.
Happens
All
to
right.
everyone.
If you can kill it with your arrows, I'm fine with that, Robin. I mean, Meriwether.
Boulette is going to attack Newbin.
What? I just got here. I did no damage, and there's 4 other people here.
Yeah, he's not quite sated yet. 17?
Misses.
All right. That's actually his go. That will bring us to over here. This one's gonna burrow.
I like to think that he bit down, but my skin is just too protective now, and his teeth broke.
Nice.
Developed
I'm not saying that's what really happened. Yeah, I think so.
Well, he missed. Yeah, he's gumming at you. All right,
Oh, great! I
Robes.
can't even hit an elderly brulette. That's what you're selling me.
Yeah, yeah. Robes, you are at the gate. You're about
All right.
25 feet east of the gate.
And the rumbling was just outside the gate, right?
Well, outside of it is what I said, to the west. As you're
That's
looking,
all that you would know from what I shared.
Yeah,
so
from
you
yeah.
see this
Sure.
wreckage from where numerous creatures have just sort of burrowed under, and the gate has become undermined and has fallen. As you look out, you're looking mostly west, but if we were to orient the map, it'd be tilted a little bit because that's to the northwest. And so you see just all of these tracks. Like Vela would have seen this too from the sky, um, and Elva can definitely see it where she's at too. There's just like, I don't know if people have played the old turn of the millennia game Stronghold, but when the tunnelers go down into the blackness and there's little tunnel things that go through, you can see all this overturned ground, and it's just row after row after row of just the farms you can see that have been destroyed by these creatures moving through it. It's uh, and even farther into the distance, you think you might see on the horizon, maybe just miles and miles away, um, the beginning of foothills.
Okay. If I turn back behind me, do I see any of the bullets within around 240 feet of range?
I think this map is less than 240 feet, so you could maybe see that boot. I mean, this is a 70-foot long creature that it's probably about 20 feet of purple worm still sitting in the middle of the road there. So I don't know if you'd be able to see that boulette from where you're at.
Okay, fair enough. Then is there a clear egress out of the town, like through the gate, or
Yeah,
is
you
it
could
all
you could
blocked
walk
up?
over that gate. Um, it's
Let's do it.
going to be difficult terrain, but it's
Okay.
not like, I mean, it doesn't look like it's unsteady or like it's going to collapse. It's just you're going to have to pick your way through the rubble kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll look up at Elva who's flying and just say, "It's a neat trick. Wish I could do the same, but I'll do this the old-fashioned way, huh?" And then I'll just run and jump into the rubble and just start picking my way through it. And I'll take the dash action to get as far as I can go. So 60 feet minus the terrain, difficult terrain.
It's about 15 feet of difficult, so yeah.
I put you at like right at the edge of the gate. Like you got almost through it with
Okay.
that.
Cool. All right. And I'll just scan the horizon, and then that'll be my turn.
I'm going to ask for, I know you guys have higher passives, but since you're actively looking, I'll ask for a perception check from Robes.
Yeah, give me a
You're
perception
good
check.
at
Right,
that,
passive is
yeah.
terrible.
Well, your roll wasn't great either. It's a 6.
All right.
Luckily, my perception is awesome, and I'm flying above you, so I'll get a chance eventually.
There's just too much rubble in the way, perhaps. It has nothing to do with the dice that I
Yeah.
rolled.
Awesome.
You're smoking my eyes.
That'll bring us to Merryweather.
All right.
That's my turn.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm going to move a bit to the north here. And I will shoot at the boulette.
Okay.
All right. Oh, for goodness sakes. I get a plus 11 to attack. I've been rolling like 2s and 3s. Oh,
that'll
well,
do
here's one that hits.
And
All
you do
right.
have Hunter's Mark on it, right?
I do. So it's just, you actually have to land a hit first. 11 piercing damage.
All right, that had the Hunter's Mark in it.
Yes,
Okay.
I added the Hunter's Mark in.
Got it. Perfect. All right. Anything else from Mary?
I don't. Okay, how's Cora looking? This is the first time I've really seen her. I see her digging around in worm guts. Is she looking damaged? Is she doing okay?
I got a little bit of damage. I'm about 1/4 down.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to. how about I throw a bonus action your direction then? I will healing word you, just probably second level, cause you know just don't have a ton, so I'll do that.
Okay.
Only had a cleric in the party.
I know, but you got your own thing that you're doing, so I'm trying to help out where I can, you know.
I think
So
it's awesome because
10.
Phelan never heals.
All right. Cora can
You
take
do when it's
10
important.
points of healing. Anything
I'm
else
kind
from
of like triage. I'm just like battle medic, and
Bet.
you're the cleric, you know. So
Bet.
Got it.
that's
right.
all I got.
Who put this tourniquet here? Mary!
Nope. This is my parade of my people.
We have rolled so many 14s against boulettes tonight. Like as a group, it just seems like those attack rolls are very common. 14.
Yeah, that's actually a lot. Oh, way to go, Tylos. 5 points of damage. Tylos looks like he's been on the force for about a day because a lot of other guards are dead. So Denitha gets to go. Nope. Nope. Man, Denitha sucks. All right.
Wow.
They
Yeah.
look so cool.
Yeah, actually, I mean, stat-wise, not bad for an NPC, but
And the art was good.
yeah, I liked that.
Mhm.
Cora, Vomity, out on. You've already tried once. Do you want to go back into the guts?
You bet you. Here's my advantage roll.
Oh!
Oh, nice.
This time,
I know exactly where it is.
yeah, it was kind of like either you had to go up into this tail area or just kind of look into this wide section over here. And last time you went that way, this time you went the other way, and you grab it and you deactivate it and pull out the immovable rod.
Awesome. Is that my movement in action?
That's your movement. I would give you another action. I'd let you free action interact with the object.
Well, at this point, I just realized that Merryweather is on the battlefield. So I'm going to grab my immovable rod and rush to get a hug from Merryweather.
You're covered in acid.
Oh,
Yeah?
that's okay, honey. We don't need to do this right now.
There we go. And I'm like, oh my God, Mary! I have got
hold
so
my
much
bowl.
to tell you.
And I'll pat you a little bit, trying. Okay, thank you. Good to see you, dear.
And
Dexterity saving throw, Mary.
that's my turn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, but I think it'd be like Cora's stuff's all like burned, and she's got like all kinds of acid burns on her arms and stuff that you've
Aw.
just healed, but she's still got acid on her.
Right.
Fela. Oh, and this is something else, Cora. I'm sorry, Adam. Did you want to do something? Okay.
Can I see anything without using a perception check?
This whole area looks like old damage that was from a prior wave of this onslaught. Uh, as you're looking around towards this tree here, you notice that there's a little bit of a burrowing motion going on, rattling the no wind, and the tree is sort of shaking a little bit.
Okay. I am going to confirm my distance. Oh, am I Pythagorasing?
Ooh, I'm not doing hypotenuse. Just do your thing.
Okay. I'm I'm 45 feet up, so I am going to get closer at least. And then I'm going to cast thaumaturgy into the ground.
Okay.
And cause tremors
Okay.
for a full
I
minute
like it.
to see if I can get it to pop.
Okay.
Oh man,
So the
Never thought about that.
tree's
That's
shaking
awesome.
a little bit more, and we will come back to that.
And then I'm gonna shout at that person in green
This person
over by the
hiding in
pink
the pink
tree.
tree.
Yeah. Climb the tree, you idiot!
She did. She's in the tree. She's climbing.
Oh, okay, good. Okay,
Cora
good.
ran under that person. Yeah.
Okay, good. Never mind. Then I didn't
She
shout that. I
says,
care if she was hard.
"Geez, lady."
I'm as high up in this cherry tree as I can go.
What do you want from me?
Never mind. I didn't say it.
All right. Elva,
That's
you're up.
it.
Oh, sorry. I assumed. I'm sorry.
Are we still seeing evidence of tremors out on the other side of the gate?
You, there. I'm gonna ask you to, yeah, some, but I'm gonna ask for that perception check.
Okay. I have advantage from my sentinel shield.
Okay.
So let me find. There it is. I found it.
Well, that 20 will do.
25.
So it's what you're seeing, what you're hearing is like the rumbles that Vela had seen. Is
Mm-hmm.
you're seeing some of the burrows that had previously been made are collapsing.
Okay.
And as you
So
look,
it does not appear that something's coming.
no,
Likely it was the burrow of the purple worm collapsing.
that is your first take on it.
Okay.
That and then as you, because the 25, I'm going to give you a little more data. As you scan out farther, you think you see the gathering. Maybe another hour.
Okay. The next wave.
Yep.
Okay.
So.
Then I am gonna call out, Robespierre, nothing over there. Come back, and fly south to where Vela's heading.
Okay.
Move to here. With my action, I'm going to summon Katha.
Okay. Can you bring Katha out still, or do I have
Yep.
to do that? Okay, good.
I should be able to. Let me.
I think sometimes I have to bring them out, and then you have control over them.
My spiritual weapon is like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I can't seem to grab it. I see the sheet, but
Yeah.
okay, got it.
Cool. All right. And that.
And I can summon Katha anywhere within 30 feet, so I'm gonna summon her 30 feet south of me.
Yep. Wherever you want Katha to be. Purple worm.
Yeah.
Is deed. Oh, is that it for Elva? Sorry.
Yep.
Newbin.
All right, Nubin's going to try this again.
All right.
With the unarmed strike.
23 will hit.
That's better.
Okay. 14 will not.
14
is the magic number tonight. Either rolled naturally
14.
or with bonuses.
It's the magic number.
Flurry of blood. 20 will hit. And how does Newbin want this to go down?
Oh, thank God.
This is just going to be one big punch right through the eyeball, and he's going to rip out the little tiny brain.
It is tiny. So
yeah.
it just,
There's not much room for a big brain in there.
No. And that is it for that boulette. He goes down, and there's a big sigh of relief here because they scan around and they don't see anything in this area. So everybody's sort of calming down for a second, trying to grab a quick breath. That will bring us to those guys. They fled. Robespierre.
There's nothing else to hit, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you got nothing else to hit. I'm sorry. Did you want to do something else?
No, I'll walk up here and see Cora.
Yay. All right.
Okay. So, so there's no other creature on the battlefield right now?
None that is apparent. Right.
Okay. And Vale is going towards another set of rumbles?
Yes.
How far
Do
away is she?
those do I see those and do they look similarly collapsing? Or
The rumbles
yeah.
that you're seeing two rumbles right now. If you're
hmm
looking carefully, you kind of, because this is happening somewhat simultaneously. So
hmm
Vela flew over there, had noticed that this tree was moving against the wind, and she cast thaumaturgy to make the tree sort of shake and the ground
hmm
shake around there, causing tremors. So what you're seeing is perhaps what Vela's done.
Okay.
She's 75 feet away from you, but you've got about 10, 15 feet of difficult terrain. So it would
Hmm.
take longer than 75 feet to get there.
Right, of course. Gotcha. So there's no like obvious point to move, I guess, just put that way.
You do the only other thing that I had talked about before you moved to the west wall was that there were others to the north of the village. Is the other thing you would have heard me shout.
Gotcha. How far is the village?
Uh, where you
Ballpark.
were was this where your worm was the center of town. So
Okay.
And none of
Okay.
us that
I'm
fly to
gonna
the north, just so you know, none of us are in the north right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I trust Vela, so I will say, all right, Elva. You think this is a clear here? Then that's no problem. I'm going to the north, and I'm going to disappear in a cloud of brimstone and smoke, and use my dimension door count cape of the Mount Blank
Okay.
to teleport to roughly where Vela was shouting.
How far can you go?
I think
It's dimension door
500 feet.
500 feet.
Okay, so you want to go
Yeah,
to the north 500
yeah,
feet?
just
Okay.
yeah. Well, maybe not 500 feet to the north, but
No, it
like
won't be.
where Vela was sort of.
All right, I'll
If
move you
it,
like it's 100, 110 feet, and it kind of puts
yeah,
you in the center of the north to be able to see what's happening.
perfect. All right, and that's an action. So I'll land there, and
All right. As you poop, you see holes in the ground. You can't see them on the map because they were made due to action during the game. Uh, but there's like a hole right here.
that doesn't help him.
Oh yeah, you can't
It
see it.
is
Right. Sorry. There's a
southeast of
hole
you.
about 15 feet southeast of you, and another one like 25 feet further east of that.
East southeast of you.
Yes, east southeast. Um, can you give me a Roger um, on the bearing?
yeah, I
Uh,
gotcha.
uh, no, I'm kidding.
Oh,
Not unless you
Roger,
buy me
Roger.
a drink first.
That's right.
So
But
I will then use my movement to.
in,
Oh, go
in
ahead.
in between those holes is uh, what looks like parts of a person, um, and that the body like a bloody smear being dragged into the hole closer to you, where a body had been. There's even like this sort of goo left in the ground in between it.
I'm gonna run to that body, and with my movement,
Okay.
and just kind of like pick up where it was being dragged and follow that trail.
It was being dragged into the hole. So,
Okay, I'm gonna go look into the hole.
okay. Um, that might
The
be
abyss gaze
That's
is back.
the next turn. Um,
yeah. I would just
okay.
I'll move 30 feet towards it, and then I don't have any actions left, so it's my turn.
Got it. All right. That will bring us to Merryweather.
All right. I am gonna start by casting detect magic. So this makes the hunter's mark disappear.
Okay.
And then, oops, I make my character sheet really, really big so I can't see anything. That's the next part of my plan. No, and then I'm gonna so I guess detect magic gets centered on me. Then I'm
Okay.
because my thought is I don't know if there's something magical summoning all these creatures, so I want to investigate.
Got it.
So I do that, and then so sorry, I have to quick switch gears. There's this hole to the south of me
Yes.
that I ran by. I'm gonna go run into it, and as I jump into it, I'm going to bonus action giant badger and wild shape into a giant badger.
Nice. Okay. I don't know that I have a giant badger token readily available, but we'll.
Lame.
So we'll do
Badger,
that.
badger, badger.
And my goal is to use this like detect magic ability to just see if I start sensing anything magical underground that's summoning these creatures.
All right. There's a giant badger on the ground
Well, I
because
jump in the hole.
I did have one.
Oh, did ya?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a giant. You're telling me
Yeah.
there's okay.
Sorry. You're the owner of that badger.
Wait, can you ping it? Oh,
Yep.
okay.
It is right here.
Oh, sure. Thank you. I don't know why I didn't see it. It's like
Because
literally
it
right
blended. When I dropped it, I didn't see it right away. So
there. All right,
yeah.
I'll just kind of move myself out. I don't know, down to the on top of this roof just so I don't get distracted.
Got
All
it.
right. So,
Cool.
and then the template just kind of travels with me, I guess, right? So,
If you double
boom.
click on the template with that, yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah,
detect magic. So,
yeah. I guess you can center it on the badger. I think. Uh, okay. For the first round, um, Mary Badger Clark doesn't sense any magic other than the magic she associates. Well, that's not true. You all the magic that you have sensed that you know Nubin's magic items. Um, you know your own, although you, as a badger, they're sucked into your body. I guess at this point is how that works. Um, you know the magic items that Cora carries, but she's carrying a new one, and that pings for you.
oh wow, that's different.
Yeah, yeah, like you know the water jug, and you
Yeah.
knew the immovable rod, um, but there's something glowing on Cora that you don't recognize.
All right.
So okay, uh, that would be Mary's go, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Frankie's gonna take a breather. That guy is doing his thing. He's taking a breather. Denitha is gonna walk up over to you guys and like give you thanks on behalf of the town of Woodsage for your help and
Don't
just
touch Cora.
hands Cora a towel. And it is Cora's turn.
When Nubin comes up, Cora's gonna embrace Nubin and do kind of like the giddy, like, oh my goodness, dance, and like, oh, I missed you all so much. And then when the captain hands her a towel, she'll assume that it's customary to give gifts, and she's like, oh, let me get you something. She'll dig in her bag and present her a piece of fruit and say, thank you. I appreciate the towel, and I'll just kind of whip it across like on my shoulder as like a sash, and I'm gonna at this point, I'm like, oh my goodness, Newman, what have we been up to? I've got so much to tell you, and I'll go and be like, I'm trying to find my brother, and I know he's collecting items, and they need them for the North, and I stopped at Saltmarsh, and I approached this guy named Scarin Wave Chaser. He's a butler advisor of the Anders Solomon. I don't think Robes liked him, and Mary doesn't trust him at all. But oh my goodness, he's a part of the Scarlet Brotherhood, and I got this thing, and I'm gonna show Newbin a bracelet that has like a spider on it, and I'm like, I was playing around with this. I should have played around with this because now it's not coming off very easily, but it gives me the ability to climb things. That's how I was able to climb out of that worm. Did you see me? I climbed into the worm and then I climbed right out of the worm.
I forgot about
And
that. I didn't. Yeah, that should have given you advantage on that. I didn't think about that.
and I am
That
just
was
going
so many
to.
words in 6 seconds.
I'm chewing his ear at this point.
Nubin's just standing there like, wow. Like, that was a lot.
Tiefling in headlights.
Denitha actually starts crying because that's the first time she's had fruit in months, and she's so grateful. Just
I
eating the
Coral will
food.
be moved by your tears and be like, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I don't have another one of these." And point to the towel.
Oh, it's no offense, no offense. It's just been it had been a week since we'd gotten any supplies, and then the attacks, and to have this fruit is amazing. It's a gift. Thank you so much. Um,
You are very welcome. It's delicious, but the middle is hard to bite.
I'll take that under advisement.
And
Had we gotten the story? I vaguely remember hearing where these things started coming in into the town, but have we asked any follow-up questions, or do we know what's going on here?
You basically got the we've been under attack. Thank you for coming. And right as she started to explain that it's been every hour for the last 3 days, is when the next attack. That's right where you guys.
Got
So
it.
you haven't had much time. I mean, we are getting into a place where we can do a little RP exploration, except for Vela made a tree shake, and so
Yeah.
as she does, this thing bursts out from the shaking tree,
Yeah.
and um, I imagine Kotha's flying, right? Kotha
Yeah.
flies. Yeah. So this thing can't hit anything, but it just comes bursting out of the tree, snapping at what it thinks is somebody walking over ground because you made the earth shake underneath it. You stopped it from bursting out underneath this
You
person.
made the sky come tumbling down, tumbling
So
down.
yeah, you probably just saved that commoner. So
Yay.
uh, Vela, it pops out up underneath you. Go ahead, you got your action.
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna hit it with something. I'm gonna hit it.
Bonus action,
I'm not.
spiritual weapon.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. It's a
Seems.
classic.
It's true. Oh, I have to upcast it. I'm out at second level spots. Third level. Okay. Attack. 21.
Definitely will hit.
Oh, 19.
It's 1/3 the keg it was before.
And with my
Toll the
action.
dead. It's the Vela
What?
2 punch.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm assuming I'm rolling a wisdom saving throw.
You sure are.
Yeah. Oh no!
You missed.
Wow.
Oh, you hit the damage button instead
Yeah,
of
I hit the button.
Oh no!
the button
It's-
just doesn't work.
It's not right.
Well,
That's not
it's
right. Yeah.
plenty.
No, the button's wrong.
Oh, it's
It's
super wrong.
nowhere
It's
near
some-
that damage.
Oh, it doesn't
Yeah.
do anywhere near that much.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I guess it does pretty
near
close.
that.
Because when you press the button, it rolls the 3d8 and the 3d12.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a mess. Yeah.
But 3d12 is, yeah, I guess that first one was shitty if it was 3d8 plus 3d12. But
Yeah.
But 25
Wow.
damage is
Well,
more than
that
enough.
3d12 roll was pretty awesome.
Yeah. And it was awesome enough that this ant keg just sort of went, boom. Just,
You see Katha swoop down with my shocking grasp ready, and it just doesn't need it.
Yeah.
From really far away, you hear Vela go, "Wow!" and you can't quite tell if it's like yeah or like ow.
Okay. Well, the town goes quiet. You don't.
I see them preparing for another assault out to the west.
sure what's happening on the ground, but while they're doing that, I'm spending 10 minutes of my spell
Right.
burrowing and trying to explore. But
Okay.
I just didn't want 10 minutes to go by and then
Yeah.
be sitting in a hole. So
Okay. You're burrowing
Can-
around and looking, and the pings you're getting are all like when you get closer to one of your people, you recognize the magic weapons they have. You're not picking up any magic from persons other than the ones that you know, and there doesn't seem to be anything magical driving these
Okay.
monstrosities towards the town.
I'm listening, but I need to take a bio break.
Oh, do you guys want to take a 5-minute bio break? Is now a good time for that?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay,
I was going to ask for one too.
let's do that.
Sure.
This is we're out of combat for the time being, so um, before you all go, Denitha says probably have between 50 minutes to an hour before the next wave, and she just squats down and takes a seat and relaxes for a little bit, and licks the fingers to get all the fruit juices off it. All right, now we'll take a break, and we'll come back to that. Thanks, everybody. We'll be right back. I was messing around with the scenes, and I went, instead of going from we'll be right back to our actual screen, I went to starting soon. I don't know what the hell I was doing there.
Oh, well, restarting soon.
Yeah, restarting soon. All right. So quiet descends upon the town. Uh, Wood Sage has had 3 to 4 days of hell. The captain of the guard, the captain of the guard is sitting somewhat, not somewhat, precisely exhausted. Um, and I think I'm awarding her a point of exhaustion at this point. And award sounds like she got a deal. But
Congratulations!
you're
You're exhausted.
But she now is exhausted. And as you look around, you see that I had mentioned it a little earlier that Frankie and Tylos look like they're young recruits. And by recruits, like the chainmail that they have on might have been on somebody else a little earlier in the day. And that they are using their spears, like they maybe had militia training, but no more. This is maybe their first fights. And so uh, commoners are sort of poking their heads out as the sounds of battle uh, subside, and there are too few. You see like a face, a haunted looking face from a second story window. Um, Vela and Elva, uh, I think that's all who have flown, have seen on top of the roofs. Well, I mean, Cora may have had a view as she was running up the side of the purple worm. Uh, that some of the roofs have holes in them from where burrowing creatures have burrowed up through the house, broken up through the roofs, and run through the roof. Um, it's just the entirety of the town seems to have been attacked by all kinds of underground creatures. So, uh, people have made some choices. I'll just let you guys, popcorn your way through this. Like, whoever wants to tell me what they're doing, just go ahead.
Well, when I was in the air, I could see them gathering to the west. They'll come again. I don't know why it's so cyclical, but they will come again before long. We may want to take the fight to them if something is driving them.
I think trying to move the fight away from the town seems like a good idea.
Well, and this town won't survive if it's a constant barrage.
I think that's a good idea.
I agree.
How's everybody feeling?
It, slightly anxious, maybe. I'm not.
Right.
I'm not sure what exactly you're asking.
Do you have any holes in your body that need repair?
Oh, no. I'm fine.
I have a few, but I've definitely seen worse.
I'm just so happy to see you all.
Newbin took damage, right?
No, he didn't hit.
I did take damage. I took like 20 points.
Okay. Just Robes? Nobody else took damage? Well, other than
took
Cora?
Cora did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
Cora took a good amount.
That's impressive, y'all. All right. I'll figure that out.
All right. I'm assuming we're not taking a short rest, so I'm going to use my Pack Keeper's Rod to recharge a spell slot.
Okay. Done and done.
I'm going to produce some cherries from out of my pack, and I'm going to be like, these are delicious. But I figured out what to do with the worm because I accidentally swallowed one of these things, and it's got a hard thing in it. And let me tell you all, it took me a week to pass it. It wasn't comfortable. So I said, if that was what it felt like when I had the seed, I bet if I put that rod in the worm, he's going to have a real terrible time too.
Oh, your movement was limited.
Movement.
What? Oh, I did not go very quickly.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was a joke about bowel movements.
Oh, I know. I got it. It did. And when I did go, whoo, buddy. Oh my goodness. It was terrible. I had to excuse myself from the orphanage. I was like, I'm so sorry, father and children. I don't know what got into me.
A cherry pit.
Right? I knew what got into me.
I'm Elva, by the way. I've heard stories about you.
It is an absolute pleasure. A friend of my family here is a friend for me. I am Cora. I'll extend out my arm.
I will grasp it.
And we will awkwardly
Really-
shake as it's not
really
something that's
awkwardly.
Yeah. Like
Awesome.
I might even make beep boop, beep boop, beep boop.
Nice.
I think I have something for you all. Do you want it?
You
I
are
don't
muted.
know.
Dusty, you're muted.
Right. How hurt are you? Like super hurt, or like you just need like a band-aid?
Probably just a band-aid.
Okay. Cool.
My foot's over there, but otherwise I'm good.
Right.
It healed Cora a little bit. She wasn't ignored.
So that was for Cora. And Robes, you're more than a band-aid, right?
And see, I feel like how do they say 3/4 the snake I used to be.
All right. Well, you're getting a lot of healing.
I'll never turn the healing down.
Ooh,
21.
All right, Robin, are you tracking my hit points?
Yeah, 76 plus 21. That's pretty nice.
That puts me up to 95 again.
Yup.
All right.
All right, the full heal.
Right on. So
I think you all still have
where
aid,
should we go?
correct? I believe.
Yes. Yeah, I was counting that. My base is 90, so but 95 with the aid.
Okay.
Very nice.
Okay, Cora. Sorry.
Oops.
I just need to get that out of the way. It's
Sorry,
not
everybody.
my favorite thing to
Sorry.
do. Ignore that.
Sorry.
After my detect magic spell wears off, I'm going to come out of the hole as a badger. Could I, like, oh God, who would be the most likely to understand this?
The talking badger.
No, I'm going to go up to this boulette and try to pull one of my arrows out of it with my teeth, because I'd love for somebody to realize it would be great if they could gather half my arrows for me, because I'm a badger and I can't. So that's what
Looks like Mary is very hungry. Mary, would you like a snack?
Do we still
Mary-
have the furry sack?
Mary the badger sighs and looks plaintively at Nubin, hoping maybe his intelligence is higher than Robespierre's.
Mm,
That's probably more an insight thing than an intelligence thing.
Yeah, I do have a very low wisdom score.
yeah, and Nubin is not the person you want to play charades with in this game either.
I would probably pick up on it, I think.
Okay.
Make an insight check.
Yeah, I was gonna say something tells me I'm gonna have to roll.
Well, let's do it contested. Give a performance check. No, that's 17's
As a
good.
badger?
As a badger,
I wonder.
do charades.
I think I mean she already did because she went and got the
That's right. Yeah.
arrow.
We'll,
So then I'd probably say something like, "Oh, Mary, do you need arrows?" And then you could mime back with a head nod or something.
The badger nods its head.
all right. So Mary can recover half her arrows.
Thank you.
Uh, so are you guys are gonna head west,
West, young
northwest,
man.
towards the foothills that you see where there's a rumble. Um, as you leave, uh, Captain Denitha thanks you and asks where you're heading. After like you came out of the sky, where if I can ask, where are you going?
Immediately or in the long run? Immediately, I think we're going to try to figure out what's causing these things to come toward you.
Oh, yeah, I definitely appreciate that. Thank you. Uh, I yeah, I guess I was wondering where you were heading in the long term, but if if maybe we could. And she's like, there are some horses left if you like horses. Every one of them has a name.
Promising. They'll be
Horses would
fine
be
then.
good.
But she offers the horses, and then she's just saying, where are you going afterwards, just to see if you know, could you bring them back, or if you don't want to take them, that's fine too. But she offers you 6 horses.
Well, our ultimate goal is the capital.
Oh, you are heading to Neildra?
Eventually, yes.
Um, if you can, and she just runs into one of the just 1 second, and about 2 minutes later she walks out and she says, if you can, uh, we were cut, all the roads are destroyed. If you could let the king know our situation, um, we're supposed to be the watchers of the Dreadwood. We have limited resources now. We need reinforcements, and we have very little way of contacting him. Our mage, unfortunately, was one of the first to be killed.
How did your mage contact him?
Through some arcane. I mean, I assume that at some point they won't be able to contact him and they'll figure out something's wrong and send someone here. But that could be days, that could be weeks. Uh, who knows how long we'll last if you fail. But someone should know that the fort here, the town may fail and there won't be a watch on the Dreadwood.
I just start walking around casting mending while I listen to her story because she talks about how bad the roads are. So I'm just like putting my foot down and mending a road, putting my foot down and mending the road.
It's so
Little
bad
bits.
that after like the 5 minutes that you're there, it looks like you did nothing. Like it's just it's so bad. You fix like 5 feet of potholes, and you're like,
Yes.
yay!
We can certainly carry that message, though I don't know how quickly we'll arrive there.
Well,
Hopefully, it won't be an issue if we can figure out what's causing this.
you know what they say: if you have your 4 fastest ships and you send them all in the 4 directions, one of them will get it there. So I won't put all my eggs in the basket of you delivering it, but it's one way of getting a message there, perhaps.
We could ask Meriwether's uncle to carry the message.
What?
The ship that dropped us. I don't know if it's one of the 4 fastest, but it's rather fast and it's up in the sky.
So, and you're a badger currently, and just looks over at Mary Badger, and the Furbolg flying ships, amazing. Very rare, not used all the time. uh, Amazing. And in fact, Mary, you didn't even know that was a thing. Um, Furbolgs having flying ships, Furbolgs tend to stay on the ground. Um, and so, for all you know, she's saying that to sound smarter than she is. You really don't even know.
Can I roll an insight check?
You can.
See if she's just pretending or if these things really do exist. Let's See how insightful. Nope, not very.
You get the sense that she heard stories at one point, but you don't know. You don't know. There's a sense of also she's not sure she believes herself. So,
Sounds like a thing.
but not you. You didn't grow up all furball going. Yeah, we have flying ships. So
I could just go up there and just let them know. That way, even if we don't get the message there, at least one more has got it. So, like, Vela does not wait for a response. She just up she goes, and like it takes me 3.5 rounds to get 120 feet into the air. So I'm very uncomfortable. I feel like
okay,
flying that high.
what was your guys' signal to the ship?
I was gonna fly up and let them know how we were doing.
Okay, because they were going up really, really high.
They were going up 120 feet.
Okay.
Because that was the height that I could fly to, I think.
Okay. So you fly up
And I
there.
give them the message, and then I come back down.
Well, once you give them the message, they're like, "Should we stick with the?" And so the ship starts descending. As you come flying back down, the ship descends, and
I didn't tell them to do this, guys. I didn't tell them.
it's about 50 feet above the ground, and Uncle Hastings descends and gets the skinny. You know, I don't want to do a whole NPC talking to NPC thing here, but oh, it's Coral. It's been some time since we've seen you. Been wandering the world, have you? On your
I
pilgrimage. Yes. Have you found your? Have you found what you're looking for?
No, not yet.
I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. uh, but it was good to see you, my dear. We can. The plan was for us to go ahead and say we lost you, right? That was the plan.
No, not
No,
really. The plan was for us to get there,
right.
when we were,
Prior to them getting
yeah, prior to them getting there.
there. But now it sounds like you want us to carry a message to Neil Draw while you handle this situation here to the northwest.
Well, it was an idea. I don't know if we want to disrupt our plans or not.
It's it was a question.
It seems that you'd be best suited to get this message to the king quickly. Um, eh,
The northwest
what do you all think?
is the good hills.
What? What are we supposed to do with the king other than give him the vase thing you took?
Well,
Oh, the king was hoping to consult with you on a matter of security, to deal with the giant incursion, which, quite frankly, is, and he points in the direction you all want to go, is in that direction. But he's the king, and he looks over at Denitha, and he just, she's part of the Keelan guard. Uh, Kings don't always take into account efficiency over protocol.
I like efficiency over protocol. I say we just go fight these things.
or determine what's driven them and see if we can't stop it.
I mean, there's the possibility that the king had information he wanted to relay to you, but
Well, and we should head that direction,
not
but
certain
this
why he
seems more
sent me
pressing.
to fetch you to bring you over to him instead of just give you all the information and ask you to do it. And I don't know why he had to be involved, but he's king, and kings do what kings do.
If we
That
leave, the town's
seems
gonna get
apt.
attacked every hour.
I agree. I think our pressing engagement should be to determine if we can what's causing these attacks and stop it.
Yeah, and then if we decide we need to see the king, we can see the king, but I feel like we can't just leave him like this. Tylos, I mean, did you see that guy?
Taos back there waves.
You
Hi.
did great, Tylos. You did
Thanks.
great.
Thanks. I feel like I'm getting stronger.
How many people could fit on the airship?
He looks around and he asks Denitha how many survivors are there, and she says, the town was 600 strong. We're now 150. 150 is too much.
Well, at the very least, perhaps you could load up the children and those who can't defend, and take them somewhere safe, and leave the others as they do have a role to play. They're meant to be guarding.
It's an excellent suggestion.
And if we can eliminate this immediate threat, they can resume their duty of watching the Dreadwood.
Okay. That he would. Okay. Well, so that is an excellent suggestion, and he begins conferring with Denitha. It starts, we'll gather around those that you feel are most vulnerable, and we will bring them to the capital and deliver your message. This changes our timeline. What would you like me to deliver to the king if we are unable to rendezvous prior to our arrival?
I would, I suppose, simply tell him that we're attempting to deal with this situation, and that we'll be along when we can, once this is dealt with.
Remind him this is why he's reaching out to us.
He laughs and he says, I will do that and try to do it in such a way where my head remains attached to my shoulders, but I take your meanings, Master Nubin. Um, well, uh, and he sort of nods over to Cora. Uh, I remember at one point you telling me you had a twin brother. Is that? Am I recalling that correctly?
Yes, I've got a twin brother named Aang.
No. Looks familiarly like you. He's your brother. But similar vestments, right? Similar monk.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm. Are you by chance seeking him?
I am.
About 2 weeks ago, before I left Neil Dra, he was seen there. Someone was. And when it was first described to me, I thought to myself it was you. But when they told me it was a male half-elf monk, I just recalled you sharing that information with me. Uh, he's not well.
Well, that's not good.
Um, but or at least he didn't seem well. He created a scene in the city square, uh, the main marketplace. Was, screaming at a vendor. It was that he was a liar and a thief. Managed to put several city guards into. Let's just say they'll be drawing a pension as they tried to arrest him. And he fled out through the south gates. But upon investigation, from what I was able to gather, talking to some of my good friends in the government, he was seeking some sort of elixir. Does that ring any bells with you? It,
Not that I can think.
yeah, I didn't say no, you wouldn't. But uh, he seems to be mentioning she needs it. Would you have any idea of who she is?
I'm a she.
I suppose it could be for you. Are you in need of an elixir, Cora? Of any sort?
Well,
Does
I'm not 100% sure I know what an elixir is.
hmm. It's some sort of healing potion, but different, I
Hmm.
guess. His
Well, I'm
mom's
pretty healthy right now.
well. In any case, we were baffled. Don't know why he would have rough. Knowing you, it didn't seem that you would beat up somebody who's an unworthy opponent who was just doing their job. But he was crazed, is what I was told.
Oh man, I've got to find him.
Yeah, like I said, he headed south. That's all we know. 2 weeks ago.
Well, I've got some movement, and I need to go. I've got to go south, everyone.
Well, south from Neil Draw, that's north of here.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
Adam
so
wouldn't know.
confused.
Adam wouldn't necessarily know that. But let me see if I can pop that map. Is that
He was heading south, but he was heading south from far to the north.
yes, Neil?
Oh man,
Let me. Is that map in here? Is that like a handout you guys have? Oh,
I only had it in the Discord.
um, this isn't
There's a
gonna.
key.
This will
Okay.
help a
Yeah.
little bit. Can you guys see this?
hmm
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
And by the way, this is where everybody's from too. So like, I don't know, Core, if you were or Adam, if you were playing when I had this out there, but basically to give you a. So right now you guys are here. You can't. I can't click.
Yeah, you
Um,
can't ping on that.
I can't ping. You're at the north of the Dreadwood. Um,
Oh yeah.
so uh, and then Mary Neil Draw is like southeast along the river from where Mary is.
hmm
And the problems that you guys are facing are from these foothills, uh, just southeast, or sorry, northeast of the Dreadwood. So you would be traveling in the same direction for a very short while, Cora, if you wanted to continue to head towards Neil Draw to find your brother.
Well, I mean, if you all are comfortable with it, I would love to accompany. I think I'm
We'd love
getting
to
voted
have
off the island.
You're
No,
not getting
I'm
booted.
sorry. I
You
can't talk. I'm a badger. So
No, no, no,
I
no.
will
Because
I will kind of walk up to you and weave around your feet in an affectionate way as if signaling approval.
you are not getting booted off the island,
yeah,
Adam. What I'm doing is giving
I
you
will.
an easy
I will put
out
my
for
arm
whenever it
around
makes
Cora.
sense for you to go. Uh, so like at any time you go like, well, it's time for me to go find Aang, then you're heading in the right direction, so that you don't get roped into like 90 of these until it makes sense.
Right.
Is what I'm laying out here. I'm not trying to get you out of the game right now.
No,
I'm just
I
giving.
was joking about the crowd like being dead silent. They're like,
Oh,
Yeah.
I
like,
see.
if you
Okay.
want, they're like,
Yeah,
let me weigh my options.
because of course we would want to have you back. It's we miss your creativity and your ability to jump into every creature's mouth.
That has taken some time to master. Most creatures don't have a mouth big enough to jump into. This one was huge.
I would say you guys are about 45 minutes left now on the hour before the attacks are likely, if they follow the same rhythm they've been following for the last 3 days. So you have the The ship is yours too. Once they get the children on board, they might swing you. But like Uncle Hastings suggests, maybe I can take all of you and drop you closer. I can go faster than
Well,
horses.
I can show you where I saw the rumblings, as where they might be mustering.
Okay. He points out, yeah, I could probably get you there within 30 minutes.
Well, if we get there quickly, that would be best for the town, I think.
Okay. So the children are already boarding the Turkey Run Mark III. That's the name of the airship, Adam. Uh,
Wait, if we leave here going at the speed that your airship can fly, and they leave there going at the speed they're going, and we're going towards them and they're coming towards us, what time do we meet?
I don't know. One time when I was a child, I had a story problem of if a wagon carrying 6 furbolgs weighing 200 stone each was traveling down a no,
I'm sure I can puzzle this out, but I don't know that it benefits us.
it's maybe 15
Well, I
minutes.
just want to know how far away we're going to be from the city when we get there. If we're flying for 30 minutes and they're only 45 minutes away.
We could fly low. Does not appear to be any settlements. In fact, unfortunately, it looks like quite a few of the farms have been razed in that direction.
Vela, are you suggesting that perhaps we would be best on foot so that we can intercept them when they get wherever it is we intercept them, as opposed to trying to meet them where they are now?
Well, I just feel like if we fly low and the kids are on the thing and then they're going to have to watch us fight, and then if somebody goes down, they've already seen so much death. But if we can get there faster so that the chances of, even if they sneak by us, we could catch back up to anything that's trying to get to the town still, then I'm fine with the boat. It didn't seem like it was much of an advantage if it's taking us 30 minutes and they're only 45 minutes away. It's only saving us 15 minutes. I feel like that would be just as fast on horseback.
And you're right that they're likely heading in this direction before that hour if they reach here on the hour. And we're burning time now, so we may want to set out on the ground to meet them when we can.
Would Uncle What's His Face know
Uncle
whether
Badger.
horses or his airship are faster?
The airship is going to be slightly faster, but you're right. There would be an unload time. So, like as you were sort of like in the movie Dune, scanning for worm sign, uh, then the ship would have to lower, and you guys would have to get down and hopefully stop them. But they're underground, so they may
Well,
not.
I hate to introduce this potential casualty to the horses of the town, but they do create additional tremors that these creatures might respond to. So were we to take horses, we might be able to lure them better than we can on foot.
True. I think we take the horses. That's my vote.
It likely means the horses will die, but
I don't like
it
that.
means fewer people will.
Horses over people. Other way around. I mean people over horses. Like horses should die before people, not horses over people should live.
Everybody's
You know what I
aghast
mean.
and listening to Vela. They're like, "Wow, she's awkward."
Well, we all have our calculus.
Even Newburn's like, wow.
It's been a rough couple days, guys. I still haven't decided if I'm a
definite
cultist.
Keyleth vibe to Vela right now.
I think
think
I
you
agree,
can be a
though,
person,
that we
Villa.
should ride the horses because they will be more likely to attract these creatures, and so we can meet them outside of the town. If battle is to be joined, it should be joined away from these people.
What does everybody else think? Badger?
I can't
Badger, do
say
you
that
want-
I've ever ridden the bait into a fight, but let's give it a shot.
Mary, bite Nubin one time if you agree, and 2 times if you disagree.
feel like a badger shrug.
Or 3 times
like-
if you just feel like biting Newbin, I suppose.
4 if you think Elva's a smartass. And 5 if you think I'm the smartass.
I don't limit the smarts to only my posterior.
The badger's just gonna crawl up on Cora's shoulder, try to,
It's a
like
giant
get
badger.
hitch
It's
a
almost
ride.
the size of Cora.
Yeah.
Climb up on you there, Cora.
Wait, does it take acid damage?
No, the acid's dried off by now. But yeah.
Cora will pet the badger like a giant mastiff.
It's a medium beast. It's not like terribly large.
Yeah, it's slightly smaller than
It's like
a
having
horse.
Tasha on your back.
yeah, yeah.
It's person-sized.
It is. It's person size.
I'm getting a piggyback ride from the monk, okay?
All of that tracks. So the horses are procured. Uncle Hastings agrees with your course of action and is loading up the children and any of the infirm, and leaving 2 furball guards, fighters, to help bolster the defenses. Hoping though that you guys can derail and give them at least a little bit of respite from what has happened.
What Vela would know. Is there anything she can do to cure exhaustion?
I think lesser restoration.
I think it requires greater or a full night's sleep.
Oh, is it greater? Wow, that's a huge spell slot.
Yeah, or a full night's sleep.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Maybe we could just knock her out.
There'd be one less person fighting. I mean, she's got disadvantage on her skill checks right now, not her attack rolls. From a mechanics point of view.
I think if our goal is to relieve her exhaustion, our best bet is to eliminate the threat so she can sleep.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. So, you're given horses. Please name your horse.
Oh.
Lunch.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I'll name mine.
I name mine initiative.
All right. Cora is riding initiative.
I'm writing dry rations.
Gary.
All right.
What's yours? What's yours, Tony?
Gary.
Gary.
This is a fun phrase to type.
Newbin's riding Gary.
I'll name mine Scrappy. Scrappy 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
All right.
I will name mine Scooby.
Booby?
Scooby.
Oh.
I was trying to get my mic to pick up the S. That's why I stuttered it.
It did sound like Booby
Mary
the first
running
time
along
around.
as a badger, or is she gonna?
I mean, can a badger ride a horse?
I don't think so.
What's the
Man.
badger's speed? How similar is it?
It's not as fast as a horse. It's only 30.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess I'll drop the wild shape. I was really hoping to not have to waste it.
I know, that's
Especially
how I
after
felt about my
not
second
participating in the
spiritual weapon.
entire planning. Like, I committed to the badger. I'm like, all right, I use this. I'm just going to sit here silently.
You don't have to commit to.
but-
You don't have to drop it.
Well, I
You
can't ride a
Hop on one
horse.
of our horses.
You know,
You could just
and-
be behind us and kill everything with your range shots.
Yeah, but if we're going
can
that
as a
far,
badger.
Oh, that's true.
yeah, it doesn't make sense. So
Well, no,
I'll-
there's doors everywhere. We've got rope. We can actually pull you.
It could be an attack badger.
You just on
It's
the
okay. I just
like a
thought it
door
would be
sled.
helpful.
There's a. It would slow the horse down pulling the badger on the
Right.
door sled, but uh, just the I kind of want to draw that. Um,
Well, and if I'm a medium creature, it would be like having two people on a horse if I rode with someone. Like, it just
uh-oh.
doesn't make sense. I'll just drop the wild shape.
Looks like we lost Winston, sort of.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Whale, you guys. So is Mary gonna drop the wild shape?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to name your horse?
I named it as a badger, so it's just a series of like clicking sounds,
Okay.
which I can't
Nice.
replicate as a furball, so that's its name.
It's unfortunate.
What did the what would the recognizing that we can't use the translation as its name, what did the clicks translate to?
Well, okay, so let me see. I'm actually gonna
Steve.
I'll cast Speak with Animals and ask the horse what its name is.
Okay. Nice. The horse says, "My name is Steve." No. The horse's name is Beautiful Wind.
Okay. And I somehow sense that before I even, so that's what the clicks translated to. Beautiful wind.
Beautiful Wind is a white and brown piebald horse. So, okay.
Robe said he should have named his Oscar and then
Okay.
tagged Robin.
You jerk.
Not sure why I don't get the joke. Should I have
No,
I'm
it's a
assuming
different.
it's
No, it's
uh-huh.
Oh,
Eberron
from
campaign.
Eberron?
Mhm.
Okay.
Lyra can't keep a pet to save her life, they all abandon her. So that was the horse she tried to make into her pet.
All right, so you guys are riding on horseback across the plains. You're passing through farms that have been destroyed. Every once in a while, you see sort of a family kind of staring at what's left of the destroyed fields. Their homes are, you know, in pieces. Some of them are figuring out how they're going to. They're basically deciding, do we stay here and try to rebuild the farm, or do we move towards Wood Sage, because we are exposed out here in the open, and there's been days and days of these attacks, and not every farm got hit each time, but over the course of 3 days, the countryside has just been dotted with these just piles of animals, of these monstrosities coming through. So you get farther and farther northwest as you go. It's about, I think each hex is 30 miles. So as you get close to the edge of that 30 miles on a horse, I think that still requires, you know, I guess I said a half an hour before they got there, an hour before you got there. So like, it, I lied. Sorry. Let me back up. I'm using too many metrics in my head. Uh, the about before you get to where you start, the hills start peaking up, you get to a sort of copse of woods, and a stream that is running through. Um, and those of you who are kind of keeping track of time in your head, you know that you're only about 15 minutes, 20 minutes shy of when the next wave would come. And you arrive, and I'm going to see if I can pick up all your tokens. I probably can't. I'm probably gonna just have to drag you on because there were just too many. Winston, you're not gonna be able to see this. Um,
As we went past the farmers, anytime they were within shouting distance, Vela probably would have tried to tell them about like if you see them coming, freeze, don't move. They're attracted to you running around, based on her experience with the thaumaturgy. Assuming you think I would know that
Yeah,
or would
I
have
will
figured it
just
out.
play that you figured that out from what you just did.
Okay.
All right, can you guys see?
Yes.
Yes.
Um, the bridge is out.
Done.
And if Winston could see this, he and Adam and Tony might recognize this from Eldritch Sounds because I am repurposing a map. But
Good map though.
thanks. But you guys get to this bridge that's been broken down. You see all the rubble has been strewn into the river. The trees have been knocked over into it. This has been heavily damaged. And as you get to the ford, you start to feel the earth shaking around you. But those of you, and I'm just going to say it this way because it just doesn't make sense to do it any other way. Anybody who has a passive perception over 15 can hear even further into the northwest where the hills, you can now see the hills are not far away, probably a half day's ride. You hear drumming from the hills, a pounding, thrumming drum. It's just boom, boom, boom. And it's, you wouldn't have been able to hear it when you were in Wood Sage, but here out a little farther out into the wilderness, into the open area here, you can just barely make out this sound coming from the northeast. It does not sound natural. It sounds either mechanical or as if some group were pounding on metallic sounding drums.
Well, if I were a creature living underground responding to tremors, that might cause me to move.
I wonder if we stop the drums, if we can stop the animals or the beast
I
thing.
I think that may be a slightly longer term goal. So our immediate should be to deal with the ones coming now.
Can
Right.
somebody roll for me a fateful D12?
I'll do it. Oh,
Oh, I
Ed
I
did
did.
was
it.
going to say not
You gotta
everybody all at
claim it.
once.
All right.
So I was busy rolling it.
All right. You feel like you're still on the other side of whatever's coming. Whatever wave is about to come to you, it's still north of you. But you have the problem now of this bridge being out.
How deep is the chasm?
Looks to be about 15 feet.
So that's not water. It's a hole.
It is water down there. It's just blackened.
But it's 15 feet down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elva and I can
It's
fly
blackened because
across.
Eldritch Sounds was supposed to
Um,
be creepy, and that was sludge water.
I
But yeah.
can't fly again today.
Oh, well,
But it's not that far. I could jump it.
how do we determine our jump distance?
Your
I'd-
strength score in feet.
I mean, you could try getting Elva could get dry rations over it, maybe.
Oh, right, we have horses. Ah, poo. Horses.
But the horses might be important once you get to the other side.
Right. Oh, Cora! Cora's not at her desk. Yes. Like, Cora, you-
That was a great pick. Hi.
Cora,
That's me.
do you remember when we found that awful thing in the dungeon of what's evil guy's name? Him in his
Gellin.
basement, And thank you. And you changed the shape of the wall because it was made out of stone. Do you think you could make us like it could shape the bridge so that we could cross it?
I think so. It'll take me a little bit. I should be able to shape it.
How long's a little bit? Do we have a little bit?
He can do 5 feet of stone every turn. So that's
So
Oh.
our horse's strength score is sufficient to clear that. If they're the standard draft horse.
Do they look healthy, DM?
they look healthy. The question is whether or not you have the ability to tell it to jump over something it may not want to jump over, which would be an animal handling check. But you can't, and you can do that if you feel like you're proficient enough with that. You could just jump across. If you do the Korra stone shape thing, it will take Korra about 3 rounds, and you will have a very narrow bridge because Korra can't make stone out of nothing, but
Right.
she can shape what's there into a narrow bridge.
Well, 3 rounds is only like roughly 20
Like-
seconds. or something.
Yeah. I'll wait the minute for Cora.
So
Perfect.
just for imagery, and I'm still going to require an animal handling check. It's just going to be a much lower DC because I don't think any of you are horse people. Like, I've not heard anybody like I'm a
No.
horse rider. So, what's
I mean, I would say Meriwether's ridden horses before.
that's true. Meriwether
Mhm.
probably is fine jumping the bridge with the horse.
I rode one around a circle at a fair when I was a child.
I don't think Mary would take off without, like, if the party doesn't seem comfortable on horses, she's not gonna take off ahead.
Okay.
So she'll wait.
The jump was going to be a DC 10 animal handling. The walking across the bridge is going to be a DC 5 animal handling. And the only reason I'm doing it is just for the outside chance of shenanigans. Of the horse
Nice.
slips off the side of this crafted road.
Well, I've got a +0 to animal handling, so I've got a 25% chance of shenanigans.
Got a
Yeah.
+9 against ogres.
Ed made it. Mary made it.
I
Mary-
have not rolled.
And Mary has a +7. Oh,
That was
Ed
my. That was the fateful
D12.
D12.
Right,
I
yep,
did
okay.
Mary
Um,
first just to jump over it.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'll
Nope, you
I'll
jumped it.
roll robes next.
Ooh, Vela's loves this horse.
Beautiful.
I'm actually going to dismount and lead the horse over on foot.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Oh no, Tony!
Robes, you rolled a 14. You're good. But Tony, yeah, sorry.
Tony rolled
I'm
a
in the
1.
drink.
Oh, and Cora makes it look pretty too. Elva.
If it makes a difference, I'm not riding.
No, you're not. So I'm gonna say if you chose to walk it over, I'm still gonna have something go for a 4. But like Tony's horse falls into the drink.
No.
So
Oh, see, now save the horse. No horses can be harmed. I go to jump the bridge, and the horse stops, and I don't, and I just go over into the drink.
okay. Okay. Tony, you are gonna suffer.
Yeah, I think probably my horse is just saying no. I'm not going
Okay. The two.
since I'm walking.
So, yeah, you guys get stuck. You get stuck, and then Tony falls into the drink, taking 4 points of damage, falling 15 feet down. Although, I believe as a monk,
Yeah, I don't get hurt falling.
you don't get hurt. So the horse stays, but it won't cross. So now you guys are down 2 horses.
I can go to stride a horse, on a horse.
Okay.
What's the saying?
Yes, I'll ride with someone.
Can any of the rest of us go back to try to coach their horses across?
I will allow one of you to try to do that. Otherwise, we're just going to be sitting here. Like, they're already scared. I don't want to turn into everybody gets a shot, you know?
I'm going to try to get a horse. if that's okay with other people.
Animal handling.
Oh, unless Mary wants to do it. I probably
I
would let Mary.
probably should try. I didn't roll very well before, but I am proficient in animal handling, so I feel like I might try.
All right, I'm gonna make the
And I'll
DC.
do the beast speech first, and it can understand me. I can't understand it, but I'm just like, come on, honey, for me, just jump over. All right, we
All
need to
right.
get you over.
Rations doesn't want to go, and I respect her agency.
I'll talk to Nubin's horse.
It's scared, so I'm gonna make the DC 12, but I'll give you
Okay.
advantage because you're using
All
beast
right.
speech.
Oh God, I am not
Yay!
doing really well on these rolls, but it was enough.
All right. So what was
Starting to
Just
think I should have
squeaking
named my
by.
horse Glue.
so Gary Galoo gets
Oh no.
gets persuaded over, but Dry Rations is not having it, and turns around, and Elva is gonna ride behind Robes, I guess. Okay.
I think so.
All right.
And I'm going to give a bow to Rations and say, I thank you for your service.
And the horse does a tail flick and heads back towards Wood Sage. All right.
I don't think she has any idea what I said to her.
He said, or she said, thanks for your service. I'll call after the horse.
It turns back, it stops, and gives a nod, and then flies back.
Oh, there you go.
Well,
All
that
right.
horse may
Wait,
be the
horse
smartest of all of us.
flies?
What was that?
You said it flies back. I'm like, the
I'm sorry,
horse
it doesn't fly.
flies?
It
The
just
hell?
it's
I'm with you.
Moves quickly.
it's fly as in the Gandalf version of that. Fly, you fools. And so
Got
it
it.
is. Shadowfax, show us the meaning of haste. That kind of thing. All right. So you guys cross the bridge. What time are we at? 10 o'clock. Adam, did you want to come back for another game in 2 weeks, or was that a doability thing, or should we not push our luck?
No, I could do it. I mean, if you all would have me, I certainly can play a little bit.
Okay. Because
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, awesome.
all right.
Yeah, maybe Winston will care enough about the game to actually set up his computer before then.
Hey
Oh.
guys.
Oh.
I'll try.
Ruthless.
No promises.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Winston's soul is hurt.
We can read it in the silence.
Okay. Well, where I'm gonna leave.
Or that may just mean that his connection failed.
I'm actually I'm gonna wrap up almost the same way I wrapped up the last game, whereas you guys get across the bridge, the ground around you begins to shake, and you recognize this after your battle in Wood Sage as a number of boulettes are cresting in their wave towards Wood Sage.
Since I don't have a horse, I'm going to be stomping around trying to create as much tremor as I can.
Mary, send my horse back.
So,
You want me to send your horse back, really?
I don't want to kill a horse. But I'll wait till next game to do that.
I think we'll pick up there so I can have maps and horses on the map and get it drawn correctly.
That
and
doesn't make it better.
yeah, it makes it a lot better.
Watching the horses die.
The thing is
Fine.
like it's really hard to threaten 12th level characters.
We're also going to find a video of a bullet eating a horse, and we're going to have that shown on screen.
Nice. Ugh.
Do some psychic damage that way? Is that what you're
Yeah.
going for?
Yeah. But I think it makes the most sense here, rather than limping along here, to just pick up in 2 weeks' time, with that. As long as Adam's okay coming back for another game, as long as I don't want to push my luck with you. So happy to have you come back and play a couple games with us. So we'll pick it up with yet another little boulette attack, and more. I'll set that up better, but I don't have it all set here now. I didn't know which way you guys were gonna choose to go. So, and I didn't know how long the purple worm battle would take either. I had a second one, but I decided not to use it. So, anyway, so sort of a sort of a not a cliffhanger per se, but just that's where I think it's just because we're kind of fighting some tech issues, and also I'm not map prepared here for this, so I think we'll just do that if that's okay with everybody.
Sounds good.
Also, it being 11 o'clock
Works for
party
me.
time, so
Yeah, normally I'd go later too, but tomorrow I've got to get up early, so.
okay. Well, then this is a perfectly good cutoff time. So, all right, we'll pick up there in 2 weeks' time, everybody. And for
Woot
those
woot.
who watched, notably Dawson, thanks for checking us out and hanging out with us for a little bit. And otherwise, we'll see you in a couple weeks. All right, bye, everybody. And I'm just gonna turn this off.